certification of fraud examiner professional from Gujarat Forensic Science University, and he holds a diploma in cyber law. He currently teaches IT to the CA aspirants and is a professional speaker on cyber security awareness. A warm welcome once again to Mr. Jigar, and over to you. Before I pass on to you, I would like to tell all our audience, all your question answer, I'm sure many will have many questions to ask, but we will keep the Q&A question answer session at the end of the session, and those who have question to ask at the end will raise your hand so we can unmute your audio at that time for asking question. Now over to Jigar. Yes.
Yeah, I would like to say thanks to Principal Ma'am and all the faculties, also all my dear student, a very good morning to you. Today we are going to discuss something which is very important. As we know people, we are from Bombay only maximum, and every day we are using internet, every day we are using e-commerce for each and every activity. Lastly, I think so you had used to pay the fees of your college only. Okay, so no doubt e-commerce is directly or indirectly, we are completely attached to it without any fee. Now the most important thing comes, like what is cyber crime? What are the punishment in the cyber crime? Why today it is so easy for the hackers to hack your data, and how we can protect it. So my entire session would be classified into majorly 4 major parts. The first one I'm going to discuss about the cyber crime. So let me discuss people about the cyber crime. Yes, you can see on your screen people a very simple thing. Whenever the criminal activities are being performed, and when such activities are performed by using computer or to harm computer, two things are there. We are using the computer or we are harming the computer. In both the cases, it will be known as a cyber crime. Now most of the people is very simple, like sir, it is with computers. Now I am using mobile. People, every electronic devices which has an internet connectivity is now clubbed under the word definition called as computer as per IT Act. So IT Act covers some major aspects nowadays. Whether you are using any of the personal digital assistant, like example Apple smartwatch or any other smartwatch, I would like to say, it will be covered under the word called as what? Computer. And when this computer is used within some unlawful mean, then it is definitely known as what people? Cyber crime. Am I very clear to you? It is also known as an electronic crime or an e-crime also. Now, maximum of you students are using internet with the help of basically for the just accessing the social media, Facebook or the WhatsApp or the Twitter or something other, maybe the Snapchat and others. Maximum people are using it, and you all are college students, so you know the use of it makes you happy. One of the most important thing. But here Jigar Joshi would like to say one favorite statement of his. More and more time you spend on the social sites, you are losing your social sites. Don't forget it, okay? So first of all, my request to all my dear student is only one. Let me try to understand what are the different crimes generally we are having in our cybercrime space. The first and foremost people is the crime against the person when the individual is threatened. Sometimes when we manipulate the documents and others, okay, computer forgeries, we generally call it as, that is a crime against the property. Third one, you well-known people that government is nowadays taking extraordinary care just to protect your data, okay, because your entire data, which is as per the IT Act, which is known as a SPDI, Sensitive Personal Data Information, called as what people, once again I'm saying it's a Sensitive Personal Data Information, which generally covers 6-7 major aspects, people. Like number one, your biometrics, your financial accounting details, your physical, physiological and mental health condition, your medical records, and everything people right now is with government, especially our fingerprints with the help of something called as a Aadhaar card. Do you agree with me? Yes or no? Answer is yes. So even the government is also required to protect its data very perfectly. And finally, people, it comes not to harm an individual, but to harm to the entire society. So that is called as a crime against the entire society. So entire crimes in the cyber space gets classified into 4 parts. When you harm to person, when you harm to property, when you harm a government, and when you harm a society. Now, what are the different types of cyber criminals we have? My question to you, it's very simple. We know only one word, sir, hacker was there. Or not only hacker, there are the n number of different criminals are classified. And we are going to see one by one these criminals. Like first, हम हमेशा एक चीज कहते हैं कि भैया बाहर वालों से कम घर वालों से डर ज्यादा लगता है. Moral of the story, it's very simple, people. We need to protect from the insider threat a lot. Like example, I would like to give you a very simple one. Today, maximum people, those who are in relationship or those who are husband, wife, and kind of, okay, they generally share the password with each other by saying that I trust you. But I would like to say one thing, people. Very superb line which I always heard, that never share your secrets even with your best friend also. See this, sharing the problem is different and sharing the secret is different. Never share your secrets with your best friend also, because when you can't keep your secret with yourself, don't expect it from the friend also. So that is a very important one. Maximum student makes a mistakes over here. Maximum people makes a mistake over here, that with the insider, they generally share their data. Example, I would like to give you a very simple one. If you are knowing the Apple company, generally Apple, if you are holding the internship in Apple, for the 3 years, you are working on some fake project just to test your loyalty, that how good insider threat you can become for them. Now just imagine people, the people, those who are working with us can also send our data outsider. And try to understand, it's my favorite lines which I always speak in between to this in Hindi. If you want to note it, you can note it. Beta jhoot bolta hai, data nahi. And that is the reason today people believes on data more and beta less. So my question to you people, it's very simple. Insider threat. This is the first cyber criminal part, people, in which maximum time that crime happens with the insider people only. Okay, generally those are the current employees or those who are fired with some improbable mean, and outside the organization they become the harm to you. So first my request to you people is one thing: whenever any employee or any person from your organization, because in future may you hold your organization, so this seminar is not only as a student but as a good citizen should also help you people. Once you discontinue with any employee, make sure that his login ID and password should also be discontinued from the access immediately without any fail. The first thing which you have to do is this only. Second most important, people, is a hacker. Now, who is a hacker? So hackers are the people, professionally trained people, whose main intention is to harm someone for money or for someone. Are you getting my point of view? That suppose Mr. X has hired me, okay, to do the hacking. So I'm working for someone, or else I'm just learn that skills. I have that skills that I can, easily steal someone's password, biometric data, or passports or something. Then I'm trying a lot. So that is what hackers people. Third one comes to hacktivist. Now this is the completely a different person, people. Okay, which is completely away from the hacker, because their main purpose is not to hack the personal data, but to hack the website and to send the political riot period message where they can easily conduct the riots. They are called as a hacktivist. People, when the Delhi, all peoples were sitting for the CA supposed to be done and something, at that time, from one person's house, it was 78 laptops were found with the 122 separate accounts they are operating with the social media. And then person got caught because every time he was using the one internet connection, and because of what he was immediately got notified. So maximum time people think that, okay, I'm creating multiple accounts and I can easily, hide my identity. But I'm sorry to say, people, when you create your identity, you are creating exactly the loopholes in the system to make sure that others can easily identify you. So creating every account on social media can be easily identified, even if you are creating account on the name of Angel Priya also. Further, people, I would like to give you one more thing that is called as a virus writers. Now try to understand, maximum time we know this fact, people, very clearly, that who is a virus writer? Maximum time we hold only one company responsible, people. That is a person who is making antivirus. Try to understand, it's very simple one, people. ITC sold tobacco also, and ITC runs hospital also for cancer patients. I hope you understood what I mean to say. Okay, so maximum time it happens like the antivirus making companies only creates a virus and thrown it into the market. But this is not true in any case. Let me clarify this thing, people. First virus was prepared by two brothers called as Alvi brothers in Pakistan, and they attacked their own system only, first of all. So Pakistani systems got hacked, people, and they created the virus and they only get problems of it. So they are very super. Okay, they create the bomb and they throw it into their own country to see that whether it is experimentally correct or not. Further people is called as a criminal group. Now let me give you a very simple idea about this criminal group people. These are the people, those who are the professional, because of something they got hurt from the society and then they just formed a group to conduct the criminal activities. But when I'm saying here the criminal groups people, they do not require to stay in a group. They can be separated in any part of the world, but still combinedly they can attack to the system. Example, like a 16 years old child with the help of one 37 years old guy who is both are the cyber experts, they harm to the Apple server. Now, when it comes to Apple, first thing comes in our mind, it's very simple. It is 100% protected. Yes, Apple's phone may be protected, but server not. That was proved by that 13 years child people when he had hacked the details of server and made it publicly published. Further people, sensitive intrusions. Now, what do you mean by the sensitive intrusions refers to what? There are the good number of people, those who would like to hack your password. Those who are keep on watching to you, whether you are using a PIN or a password, because maximum time, we all have a one best habit, that password, it's an alphanumerical combination. Now, we try to avoid it and we would like to put it what? Very simple, sir, PIN. Like example, my favorite PIN is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Agree? And this is the place where you start making space available for the criminals people. Always my request to you, do not use PIN if it is supported with a password. Support with a password only. Do not use PIN. Secondly, maximum student or the maximum people I would like to say, and I'm addressing to all. When you visit to ATM, you don't see here and there, you directly look towards the machine only, which is again the one more wrong thing which we do, because sensitive intrusions can be done in any way just by holding the pen, okay, into the pen holder place, and you can see that over there it's a pen, but apart from pen, it was scanning your identity also. So you need to be a very clear and careful regarding this thing. Further people, next is the information warfare. Now this is something where the military actions will be done. Means here our first intention is to harm the government data. Example I would like to say, in 2010 and 2015, 2 times it was noted that Chinese entire cyber army, they are called it as themselves as a cyber army. They had attacked the entire US section, okay, and they try to harm to the US data a lot, because they both would like to prove themselves as the most powerful country. And in that war, nowadays, the third world war will be on purely in cyberspace people. Definitely, it will be there. Terrorist. Now, terrorists would refer to a very simple thing. Nowadays, the terrorists are so smart. If you refer the 3 days back, okay, a terrorist group from Pakistan has done the very simple thing called as honey trap on one of the soldier of Indian Army. And honey trap, I would like to say people, just they will allow you to make a friendship with a girl, and that was known with the earlier days in India with a Chanakya time called as Wish Kanya. But at that time, the Kanya was given with a wish and who used to kill that king. But nowadays, wish is not, means Kanya is not killing to Raja. But obviously, he is making the some photographs, your videos and everything by which they can blackmail you. They can take the anything, whatever they want to get it done from you. In such scenario, people from Pakistan, the terrorists used to give drugs to an Indian. An Indian used to, that Indian soldier, because he was trapped into the honey trap, so he has to do that because he wants to, first he has to protect his own identity. And in such scenario, this terrorist conduct this thing also, people. And in cyber computer, people, let me give you a very simple, one of the best example for this. Just a minute, people, just a second. Yes, people, you can see this is a very simple book. Am I right? Yes or no? But can I say that this book may carry, may carry people drugs in it? Now you might be wondering, sir, in books, there is a drug possible? Answer is yes, people. Today, to find it out the drugs is very simple. You had seen our Nashadi gangs, so entire Bollywood, it's now into trap of all these things. The reason is what? Suppose you visit to any coffee shop, point number 1. There is a person who is sitting with a laptop using the public network so that he will not be tracked at all. Point number 2. Number 3, you need to give them into the digital currency like cryptocurrency you have to pay to them, which generally causes tremendously high nowadays, 35,000 rupees of $1 it will cost, and you have to pay that 1 penny to them, kind of. and based on which, what they are going to do, they will do very simple thing. They will take your address, and after 15 to 20 days, a book will be delivered to you. That book will be just pure notebook kind of book will be there. You have to given the page number on the first line itself. You need to tear that pages. You need to put it into, you need to just rub it, and you will find it out the entire synthetic drugs is ready without color, without anything. Now just try to understand the books which is getting delivered to you. You are not knowing whether it is carrying. Okay, it's just like Amazon based delivery. You feel that it is just like I had booked my book from the one of the e-commerce website. Books delivered and the drugs delivered to you in other sense. So nowadays, these terrorists are using this all mean people where they are using website, when they are using the dark web to do all the criminal activities. Now, we are going to see the different types of attack also, because I want to cover the entire session where I don't want to keep any loopholes for your mindset also. Okay, sir, you had explained criminals, but explained as the type of attack also. So first one, people, is hacking. You know, people, apart from hacking, nowadays, the most important form of hacking is ransomware. Now, what do you mean by the ransomware? Generally, they will target the one company which has a very sensitive data, and company knows that they are storing this data into their server. Your entire server file format will be changed, maybe .geno, maybe .dft, or kind of. And at the end, people, if you click on the any of the this file format which you had already saved, maybe Word, Excel, PowerPoint, whatever you had created, okay, over there you will find it out. This all thing is now messed up. You can't find it out of any single data. So you need to do only one thing. You need to click on the search and you have to type .txt. So you will get the one text file from your computer only, where they will say, this is the address. On this address, you just send us the one file. We will decode it. We will send you, and we will ask you to give us the money. Say, for example, $30,000 or $50,000 maybe, and based on which we will send a decryption code to you. Now, if the company is having very important and valuable data, might be one person may think, let me give to them in order to get a decode. Now, what they are going to do? Let me give you a very clear idea about it, people. They will do only 30 to 40% decode, and for balance, they will again ask the money. Now, in 30 to 40%, what they are going to do? They are going to maximally open your audio and video files and not your text file, because which is very important, for which you are again ready to send them a money. This is how the hackers are now attacking to the system, people. Second thing, it's a data diddling. Now, what do you mean by the data diddling, people? Data diddling, it's a very common method where you can alter the raw data. Suppose I'll just share the screen only to make sure this thing gets clear to you people. Okay. You can see, people, I'm just starting the very simple word, Microsoft Word, correct? You can find it out, the word it's opening right now, people. I'd open a blank document. Okay. I need to go to file. I'll go to the more. Okay. Options. And here it's a proofing. Okay. Here it's a autocorrect word. It's there. I'll go to autocorrect and I'll write it down. Profit to be replaced with loss. Done this much. Okay. Now, for doing all these things, you do not require any criminal mind or anything. Okay. It's a very simple thing. But whenever the staff is going to type profit, whenever they are going to give the space, it will be converted into loss. This is called as...
Sorry, interrupting here, Jigar. I'm interrupting. Yeah. The screen in which you are working to show is not visible to us. 1 minute.
I'll do that once again.
Yeah. Whatever you did, can you repeat the action?
Yeah. I'll do that. Now it's visible to you people. All the people can see the word.
Now it's visible.
Yeah. Yes. See this. Whenever I'm typing the profit, okay, and I'm giving the space, it gets converted into the losses. Now, what I had done over here, it's very simple. You have to go to file. You have to go to the last one as a more, and over here there is a last option called as options. Click on the options, and there is a called as proofing. Now here it's an autocorrect option is there. Proofing, autocorrect. Okay. I am writing, whenever you will find it out, the word Jigar, okay, replaces with the ethical, no, I'll use the 1 minute. Whenever I'm writing loss, make sure that it should be the profit one. Okay. Just you've done a very small thing, which does not require any extraordinary knowledge or anything. But when you will write it down the loss, it will be converted into profit. This is called as people data diddle. Diddle means to change without informing anyone. Now you might be thinking, sir, this was to explain in 3 Idiot also. People, it was a replace. Are you getting my point of view? The word was replace over there with chamatkar, with another sakshatkar. But here, my concern is very simple. Here, to anybody who is typing that data will find it out that data is completely changed. And that is called as what? We call it as a data diddle. Now, this type of things, if it is done in the server, then people, it is very difficult to identify that who had diddled that data. So data diddling is something where we change the entire procedure only or the process only, people. Then maximum of you people had nowadays during the lockdown time had enjoyed Netflix a lot, Amazon Prime a lot, or maybe another media. Okay. Even denial of service attack is one of the major problem, because you know, when you create your user ID and password over there, someone can easily take this and block your account only. So money will be paid by you and services will be enjoyed by somebody else. That is called as a denial of services, people. Now, in case of denial of services, sir, what protection measures we have to take? Whenever the user ID and password is created, the first identity you should make sure that you will change your user ID and password immediately. Not user ID, then obviously password must be changed. Create 5 accounts immediately, and 5 people should be given with immediately that user ID and password. That 5 account if you had created, because which is generally permitted under this Netflix and Amazon Prime, then 6th account will not be get created. So that is the first thing. Whether 5 you are using or not using, that's a purely people different thing. Am I very clear to all? Okay. Next, it's an email bombing. Now, what do you mean by the email bombing, people? This is a very common method where we can hack anyone's email account. We can throw, just like example, suppose I'll give you, if you want to drink water, if you are having it with a glass, you feel happy. Okay. Sometimes, you know, with some pump set or something, you find it out very difficult. In village area, you may be had seen this thing. So let me give you a very clear-cut thing, people. Email bombing, it's a method whereby the thousands and thousands of email will be thrown directly in your email account, and that makes your email account to be completely crashed. Now, to do this email bombing, a small software is required to be purchased, which is hardly coming in $5-6, and that allows you to do this thing. But make sure this, people, when you are using this software, first one, your identity will be there, your IP address will be there, and if it is purely verified correctly, it will not take for me more than the 10 minutes also to identify who was the part of criminal over there. Let me give you a very small example, people, over here. One person was having one person was trying to withdraw the money from a bank, from LIC or some insurance company. And that thing happened that when the amount gets credited into bank account, immediately their bank account got completely disturbed. Somebody has took over that money. Now the person was immediately asked me and said one thing to me, Mr. Jigar, I was facing this issue. I said, file a complaint against the bank only. That person was completely, is like, Jigar, you are cracked or what? I said, what happened? He said, okay, I am having policy. Okay, paper comes to my bank account, money comes to my bank account. From bank account, somebody has taken to my Paytm account and then they had withdrawn subsequently. I said, but who gave them the message? Who had given the intruder a chance to understand that some money is getting credited in your bank account? Obviously, your bank staff. File the complaint against the bank staff and the entire thing will be sorted in a minute. And believe me, people, it was a small branch which was having only 10 employees. A small branch was there. He filed a complaint against the entire branch only. And within the 10 days, the bank credited the money by saying that it was a technical error because bank does not want to disturb its own identity. Second thing I would like to bring to your notice, make sure that PIN, that is a Google PIN or any PIN, people, UPI based PIN or anything, will be always used when you want to pay money, not when you want to receive the money. This is the thing which we need to share with everyone. Let me give you one more example over here and you will be highly surprised. That मेरी एक स्टूडेंट थी, ठीक है, एंड स्टूडेंट के घर पे काम करने के लिए बाई आती थी मेड, ओके, एंड शी वाज गिवन विद द मैसेज कि you had won the lottery of कौन बनेगा करोड़पति, blah 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 blah, and she was said that you won 25 lakhs rupees lottery and everything. You know, people, it was the message from +92 number, that is from Pakistan. एंड मुझे लगता है कि उनकी अंग्रेजी इतनी खराब है ना कि कम से कम हमसे इंग्लिश टीचर तो हायर कर ही लो यार. उन्होंने टेक्स्ट की स्पेलिंग भी TEX लिखी थी. मतलब शर्म आती है, इनको कश्मीर चाहिए, ठीक है. apart from this thing. They send it this message and everything, voice message and everything. Now that person is very, इन लोगों की जिंदगी में एक छोटी सी खुशी भी ना बहुत बड़े मायने रखती है कि जब आप इनको एक दिवाली पे छोटी सी गिफ्ट भी दे दोगे ना 5,000 रुपए की, तो उनके लिए बहुत बड़ी खुशी होती है वो चीज की. एंड जब उनको ये पता चलता है कि गॉड हैज गिवन द 25 lakhs rupees to me, she immediately end up by paying 10,000, 15,000, 15,000, 5,000. That means 50,000 properly उन्होंने पेमेंट कर दिया पेटीएम अकाउंट में. It was a Sunday. So she made the payment by using Paytm Bank, which is generally the retail counters generally available near to your area called as the Paytm banks. Now that entire thing comes to my knowledge. I tried my level best to file the complaint, but when it comes to inter-country cyber crimes, which has generally not been identified and not been responded by our country's members, also people. So that we need to take care of it, because whenever you are receiving any call or any message or any email from unknown source, make sure that it may be two things. First one, it may be an email bombing, because first you allow them, they will ask the permission. Okay, somebody wants to send an email to you. Would you like to permit? If you say yes, then your IP address will be immediately tracked. And the person is allowed to throw thousands and thousands of email to your account immediately. And number two, monetary benefit. So do not respond to such email and email bombing also. Next is a Trojan attack. Now let me give you a very simple thing, people. Trojan attack क्या होता है? आप सब लोगों ने शायद से एक मूवी देखी होगी, ट्रॉय, ठीक है? एक चीज समझने की कोशिश करो कि उन लोगों से हमेशा बचना चाहिए जिनके दिल में भी दिमाग होता है. तो कहने का मतलब क्या होता है? ये ट्रोजन हॉर्स है क्या? तो एक बहुत सिंपल सी स्टोरी है इसके लिए कि दो दो किंग के बीच में वॉर था, क्वीन को लेकर, ठीक है? हमेशा उसके लिए झगड़े थे हम लोग. तो झगड़ा हो गया और वहां पर एक चीज लगी कि भैया जो राजा जो मतलब डिफीट करना चाहता था, ग्रीस को डिफीट करना चाहते थे, लेकिन ग्रीस को डिफीट करना पॉसिबल नहीं था बिकॉज इट वाज वेल फोर्टिफाइड. ओके, सो व्हाट दे हैड डन, दे हैड पुट इट द वन बिग काइंड ऑफ hollow wooden horse outside the gate and they said that this is a gift from us. अब जो एम्पायर के लोग थे उन्होंने सोचा कि यार इतना बड़ा घोड़ा जो है वो गिफ्ट आया हुआ है, तो एक काम करते हैं इसको खींच के अपने पास रख लेते हैं. और उन्होंने रख लिया. अब उस हॉलो वुडन हॉर्स के अंदर ग्रीक की सबसे बेस्ट सोल्जर आर्मीज थी जिन्होंने जाकर इमीडिएटली अटैक कर दिया एंड पूरी की पूरी चीजें तहस महस हो गई. इन शॉर्ट, जो आपको गिफ्ट लग रहा था वो गिफ्ट के अंदर, हॉलो वुडन हॉर्स के अंदर कुछ मैलिशियस एक्ट था. जैसे एग्जांपल आई वुड लाइक टू गिव यू. आजकल तुम सब लोगों को ना, I'll be little bit rude on this topic because I want to be on this matter. I'm sorry to all. बिकॉज हमको ना फोकट की चीजों की आदत पड़ी कि मुफ्त में कहां पर मिलेगा. मतलब मुफ्त में जहर भी मिलेगा ना तो हम संभाल के रखेंगे कि किसी दिन किसी को मारने काम आएगा. अरे लेकिन तेरे घर वाले भी तो पी सकते हैं, थोड़ा सा तो समझ. मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज व्हाट, कि मैक्सिमम टाइम इट हैपेंस लाइक वी डाउनलोड द एपीके फाइल्स. विडमेट करके एक एप्लीकेशन है, जैसे उसपे से क्या होता है कि आप यूट्यूब के कोई भी डाउनलोड करना चाहते हो सॉन्ग्स तो डाउनलोड कर लो. अच्छा, अब ये प्ले स्टोर पे रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है और एप्पल इसको परमिशन देगा भी नहीं. दैट इज डैम श्योर अबाउट इट. नाउ ये जो आपको एपीके फाइल्स मिलती है, फिर लोग, बहुत सारे लोगों को क्या है ना कि दूसरों के लास्ट सीन देखने में बड़ी मजा आती है. मतलब खुद की जिंदगी में क्या चल रहा है उसका मतलब नहीं है, बट दूसरों की जिंदगी में झांकना जरूर है. तो दे आर डाउनलोडिंग कॉल्ड एज व्हाट्सएप जीबी वर्जन, by which they can send the n number of messages to other. They do not require to use 5 numbers at a time. तो ये सब के लिए they download the .apk files. Now please, my dear child and all my respected teachers, I would like to request to all of you that please do not make or do not download any application which comes in the .apk format unless and until, if the application name is suggested by Jigar Joshi, you just visit to the Google Play Store or App Store and make sure that it is available there. Download it from there. Because आपको एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दूंगा, you will be surprised to know this Trojan horse, people. मुंबई में एक लड़की आई थी. It is a story of people I am talking about the 10 years back, 10 to 12 years back की story है, and you will be highly surprised. Especially I would request to all my dear students, especially the girls, please try to understand. Boys पीके की तरह भी घूमे ना तो फर्क नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन एक बॉयज की जगह पर एक गर्ल्स के लिए अपनी खुद की आइडेंटिटी, अपनी खुद की सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट जो है वो बहुत मायने रखती है. So I would like to give you one example over here. What happened, people? That girl was she was a journalist and अकेली ही रहती थी मुंबई में. तो वन रूम किचन जितना छोटा सा घर ले लिया, बिकॉज मुंबई में पता है उतनी जगह भी मिल जाए तो हम लोग भगवान को थैंक यू कहते हैं. एंड शी गॉट इट. And she was creating one like a website, and kind of she was creating the one article on the social sites. सोशल डेटिंग साइट्स के ऊपर ये मैडम को एक जर्नलिज्म का शौक चढ़ा था, तो इन्होंने लिख दिया कि भाई मुझे भी कुछ करना है। अब सीधी बात है, जब आपका टॉपिक ही वैसा है तो आपको बहुत सारे लोगों से फ्रेंडशिप करनी पड़ेगी, सोशल डेटिंग साइट्स पे जाना पड़ेगा, तो ये बहुत सारी साइट्स पर इन्होंने विजिट भी किया ना। विजिट करने के चक्कर में हुआ ये कि इनको एक अच्छी सी रिक्वेस्ट आई, इन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट करी। रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट करने के बाद पता चला कि वहां से किसी ने ट्रोजन इनके पीसी में डाल दिया। अब वो ट्रोजन इतना जबरदस्त था पीपल कि जहां पर वेबकैम को वो ऑटोमेटिकली ऑन कर देता था विदाउट एनीवन्स परमिशन ऑन बायोस बैटरी, जो हमारे कंप्यूटर्स के अंदर छोटी सी बैटरी लगी हुई रहती है, उस बैटरी से वो अपने आप को खुद ऑन कर लेता था। अभी अकेली लड़की थी, घर पे फ्रेंडशिप भी होती थी, फ्रेंड्स भी आते थे, घर पे कपड़े बदलना, खाना पीना, नहाना, सारी चीजें सोशल मीडिया पर लाइव जा रही थी। एंड शी वाज नॉट नोइंग दिस फॉर 1.5 ईयर। इसी का एक फ्रेंड सोशल मीडिया पे ऐसे ही घूमते पहुंचा वहां पर, एंड उसको पता चला कि ऐसी चीज है। शी ट्राई टू कमिट सुसाइड व्हेन शी कम्स टू नो। गॉड ग्रेस शी वाज सेव्ड, बट हर आइडेंटिटी इज कंप्लीटली लॉस्ट। आजकल आप लोगों को ना मम्मी पापा जब कहते हैं ना बेटा कि लैपटॉप का काम खत्म हो गया तो उसको बंद करके रखो, या फिर हम लोगों को मम्मी पापा कहते हैं कि बेटा एटलीस्ट वो जो डेस्कटॉप है घर पे उसके ऊपर पर्दा डाल के रखो, तो हमको लगता है कि मम्मी ये सब चीज की जरूरत ही नहीं है। बट आई थिंक सो कि मम्मी एंड पापा को ये सब चीजों के बारे में हमसे भी ज्यादा नॉलेज है, एंड इसीलिए वो हमें भी इन्फॉर्म करते हैं ये सब चीजों के बारे में। पॉइंट नंबर 1, it's very clear to all of you people. Second thing, let me give you a very simple idea about the Trojan attacks. So do not download first of all any application from unknown source. Point number 1. Secondly, most importantly, एक और एग्जाम्पल ट्रोजन और का ही मैं देना चाहता हूँ। कुछ महीने पहले ही मुझे एक स्टूडेंट का फोन आया, शी वाज फ्रॉम बैंगलोर, एंड शी सेड दैट कि सर पापा के अकाउंट से ना 70,000 रुपीज डेबिट हो गए। ये मुझे कॉल आता है, उनके अकाउंट से पैसे गए शाम को 4 बजे, मुझे कॉल आता है रात को 10 बजे। उनको लगा कि सब लोगों से मेहनत करके हो गया, अभी ये काम करते जिगर जोशी को पूछते हैं, तो उन्होंने भाई लास्ट लेंडर्स ऑफ लास्ट रिसोर्ट के तौर पे जिगर जोशी को देखा। तो मैंने उनको पूछा, बोला सर आपने कुछ पिन या पासवर्ड शेयर किया था? बोला नहीं। मैंने बोला सर आपने कोई एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड की थी? बोला यस सर मैंने एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड की थी। मैंने बोला कौन सी एप्लीकेशन थी? बोला सर वो कुछ केवाईसी अपडेट करने के लिए बोला गया, तो मैंने वो केवाईसी अपडेट करने के लिए एक एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड की थी। ना ये जो आप एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड करते हो ना मित्रों, ये आपके एप्लीकेशन बॉक्स में भी नहीं दिखेगी। ये एप्लीकेशन सीधा इंटरनल स्टोर होती है, which is not visible to you, and it is doing the screen mirroring. Now screen mirroring आप सबको पता है, होता ये है कि आपको फोन आएगा क्रिमिनल का, and they will say that just tell me the pin. You will say that idiot, I am not going to share my pin with you. You don't share. Your screen is already sharing with them. They got it done. So you have to be very careful, people, about this Trojan attack. Then just like hijacking, we have the web jacking people. Now web jacking के अंदर I would like to give a very simple example. आपने देखा होगा कि कुछ महीने पहले इंडियन रेलवे की बहुत किरकिरी हुई थी। बोला था इंडियन रेलवे की वेबसाइट के ऊपर और उनकी एप्स के ऊपर जो एडवर्टीजमेंट्स आ रही है वो काफी हद तक malicious कंटेंट है, नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड कंटेंट है। बट बिलीव मी पीपल, इट वाज वेरी ट्रू, एंड दिस वाज डन बिकॉज ऑफ द वेब जैकिंग। वेब जैकिंग एक ऐसी चीज होती है जहां पर मान लीजिए कि अगर कल कॉलेज में, ठीक है, दिस इज आई एम शेयरिंग विद कॉलेज आइडेंटिटी पीपल, एक्सक्यूज मी फॉर द सेम, लाइक कॉलेज आइडेंटिटी में कल रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर होगा, तो आप क्या करोगे? सर कुछ नहीं, वेबसाइट पे जाना है, रोल नंबर डालना है, एंटर करना है, रिजल्ट के पेज पे जाएंगे। ना इनके बीच में ना एक चीज होती है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज वेब डिफेसमेंट, यानी कि आपके रिजल्ट की आइडेंटिटी और आपके रिजल्ट के बीच में जानबूझकर एक पेज डाल दिया जाएगा which may be of a criminal motive, selling the drugs, selling the weapons for anything. That is greatly possible, people. That is called as a web jacking and web defacement. Web defacement में क्या होता है, 2 consecutive web page के बीच में एक पेज डाल दिया जाता है, and might be you will surprised to know this. Few years back in USA, one university was there, and they had given a result. So student used to go to page, used to enter the pin, means I mean to say the roll number, and they used to click, and there was a message on the screen says congratulations, you are failed. This was the message for the 20 minutes when they come to know that somebody has done the web hijacking and they had done the web defacement. मान लीजिए मित्रों अगर congratulations you are failed लिखा हुआ था ना, ये फिर भी समझ में आता है, बट अगर इससे कुछ ज्यादा रहा तो it is very 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 difficult, people. Okay. Next one, people, after web jacking we have the virus attack. Now what do you mean by the virus? आप सब लोगों ने सुना ही होगा वायरस अटैक, but let me give you a very simple example so that everyone will understand. आजकल आपने कोरोना वायरस का नाम सुना हुआ है। होता क्या है, ये कोई वायरस है जो बाहर से हमारी बॉडी में जाता है, हमारी इम्यून सिस्टम उसके साथ फाइट करने का कोशिश कर रहा है, नहीं फाइट कर पाता है तो वी गेटिंग सिक। अग्री? सेम थिंग इज विद कंप्यूटर। जब कोई मैलिशियस कोड डाल दिया जाता है एंड मैलिशियस कोड सही तरीके से काम नहीं कर पाता है, हमारी सिस्टम को ढंग से काम नहीं करने देता, तो वी कॉल्ड इट एज वी गॉट अ वायरस अटैक। ना वायरस अटैक के अंदर भी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं मित्रों जिसको हम खत्म नहीं कर सकते, उतनी सारी चीजें है। लाइक यू कैन से लॉजिक बॉम्ब हो सकता है, वहां पर टाइम बॉम्ब हो सकता है, आप कंडीशन डाल दीजिए। एग्जाम्पल आई वुड लाइक टू से दैट, सपोज एग्जाम्पल मिस्टर ए का बैंक अकाउंट है, ठीक है, वो अपना अकाउंट टैली में मेंटेन करता है। आई एम तो एफईपी फ्रॉड एग्जामिनर प्रोफेशनल, सो आई नो कि हम लोग सॉफ्टवेयर में भी इतने कीड़े कर सकते हैं कि आईटी डिपार्टमेंट तक को शायद से पता ना चले एट फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस, जब तक वो लोग भी फॉरेंसिक की हेल्प नहीं लेते तब तक। पॉइंट नंबर 2, वहां पर आप एक कोड डाल दीजिए कि व्हेनेवर द बैलेंस शीट टोटल एक्सीड्स 1 करोड़ डिलीट ऑल डेटा। बंदा मेहनत कर करके अकाउंट्स लिखेगा, जैसे ही बैलेंस शीट का टोटल 1 करोड़ हुआ, एंटायर अकाउंट्स गॉट जीरो। दैट इज अ वायरस अटैक पीपल। देन देयर इज अ वॉर्म। अच्छा, वॉर्म क्या होती है पता है, आपने सुना होगा कि हम लोग दीमक कहते हैं जिसको, बेसिकली लकड़े में लग जाता है, जब तक पूरा लकड़ा खत्म ना हो तब तक वो दीमक वहीं पर रहता है, और लकड़ा खत्म करके फिर वो नए लकड़े को ढूंढने के लिए चला जाता है। सेम थिंग इज ओवर हियर पीपल। बहुत बार आपने देखा होगा कि आपके हार्ड डिस्क में स्पेस दिख रही है, बट व्हेन यू वांट टू कॉपी द फाइल इट शोज द मैसेज ऑन द स्क्रीन पॉप अप दैट रिक्विजिट डिस्क इज फुल। सो दैट इज पीपल वॉर्म अटैक। वॉर्म डज द रिप्लिकेशन, फोल्डर के अंदर फोल्डर के अंदर फोल्डर के अंदर इतने फोल्डर्स बना देगा कि पूरी मेमोरी खा जाएगा, मिलेगा ही नहीं। एंड इन सबसे बचने का सिर्फ एक ही तरीका है, टू यूज द बेस्ट काइंड ऑफ एंटीवायरस पीपल। Next one is very important to all my dear student and all respected professors also people. This is called a salami attack. आप सब लोग जो कॉलेज के प्रिंसिपल्स और टीचर्स हो पीपल, ओके, जब भी आप गेट से एंट्री लेते हो और गेट से एग्जिट लेते हो तो वहां पर एक बंदा है जो गेट पर आपको हमेशा सलामी करते रहता है एंड आपको बहुत हैप्पी और प्राउड फील होता है। बट ऐसी सलामी अटैक अगर आपके बैंक अकाउंट में होना तो आपको जरा भी प्राउड फील नहीं होगा। सर ये क्या है? ये फर्स्ट क्राइम रिपोर्ट हुआ था पंजाब नेशनल बैंक में, क्योंकि पंजाब नेशनल बैंक का और क्राइम का बहुत पुराना लेना देना है। नीरव मोदी को अकेले को हमें जिम्मेदार नहीं ठहराना चाहिए। फर्स्ट साइबर क्राइम वाज रिपोर्टेड इन पंजाब नेशनल बैंक इन 1998 और 1999, जब उनके सर्वर में, जो मेन सर्वर है, वहां पर सलामी अटैक की फायदा ली गई थी। एग्जाम्पल एकदम सिंपल सा मैं देना चाहता हूं, ओके, जस्ट टेक इट दिस एग्जाम्पल वेरी सीरियसली पीपल। मान लीजिए मित्रों कि अगर आपके बैंक अकाउंट में 45,877 रुपीज 55 पैसा है, ठीक है। अब आपने कर लिया ये कि भैया आपने बोला एक काम करते हैं 5,000 रुपीज आई वांट टू विड्रॉ, ठीक है। सो बैलेंस अमाउंट जो बचना चाहिए वो क्या बचना चाहिए? तो सर एग्जैक्टली बचना चाहिए 40,877.00, बराबर है। यू विल से नो सर 55 पैसा, बट एक्चुअली क्या ना, हम यंग जनरेशन को तो ये 55 पैसे से लेना देना ही नहीं है। और हर बार जब आप ऐसा ट्रांजैक्शन करोगे तो जितनी बार आओगे उतनी बार एक फिक्स्ड अमाउंट, लिसन टू मी वेरी केयरफुली, फिक्स्ड अमाउंट, some paisa will be deducted from your bank account every time and that gets deposited into one unauthorized account that is called as salami attack. इसीलिए मैंने बोला कॉलेज की बाहर आपको जो सलामी मिलती है उससे जरूर खुश होना, बट अगर आपके बैंक अकाउंट में आपको बार बार सलामी मिल रही है तो प्लीज बी अवेयर ऑफ दिस थिंग। नाउ ये अननोटिस्ड रहता है। एक्चुअली एक अंकल थे, बुढ़े थे, 75 इयर्स ओल्ड थे, और उन्होंने मुनीम जी का काम किया हुआ था, मतलब दैट इज मैनुअल राइटिंग ऑफ बुक्स। उन्होंने अपनी पासबुक निकाली, 3 पासबुक में पंजाब नेशनल बैंक में जब ये फ्रॉड मिला तो उन्होंने एक्चुअली कंप्लेन की। एंड यू नो हु वाज हेल्ड रिस्पांसिबल? आईएस डिपार्टमेंट हेड, इंफॉर्मेशन सिक्योरिटी डिपार्टमेंट हेड। अब आपको शायद से पहला वाला पॉइंट याद आया होगा कि जिगर सर ने पहले ही समझाया कि इनसाइडर थ्रेट इज वन ऑफ द मेजर थ्रेट देन द एक्सटर्नल। एक्सटर्नल से तो मैं फिर भी प्रोटेक्ट करूं, लेकिन उनसे कैसे बचूं जिनको मेरी सारी सच्चाइयां पता है। नेक्स्ट वन इज अ फिशिंग। नाउ व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय फिशिंग? Maximum of you people get this kind of emails, you won a lottery and kind of, ठीक है। नाउ हम भी क्या करते हैं ना, हम भी टाइम पास करने के लिए इनको रिस्पॉन्स करना शुरू करते हैं, बट हम ये नहीं सोचते कि हम सिर्फ अपना मोबाइल नंबर और अपनी फोन नंबर या फिर अपना पर्सनल आइडेंटिटी में नाम ही नहीं, अपना आईपी एड्रेस भी शेयर कर रहे हैं पीपल। So do not respond to this kind of system at all people, please, it's my request. Then there is a spamming people. स्पैमिंग एक तरीके से बहुत ही अनसॉलिसिटेड बल्क मैसेजेस होते हैं, जनरली एडवर्टीजमेंट्स ही होती है, बट एडवर्टीजमेंट्स के साथ साथ दे आर लिंक्ड अप टू ebay.coms एंड अदर्स। आपको ना पता हो तो मैं बता दूं कि eBay के ओनर को 3 बार जेल हुई थी बिकॉज ही वाज सेलिंग द ड्रग्स, ही वाज सेलिंग द वेपन एंड ही वाज सेलिंग द पोर्नोग्राफिक, चाइल्ड पोर्नोग्राफिक सीडीज ऑन द वेबसाइट, व्हिच इज अ एक्सट्रीमली रिमार्केबल ऑफेंस पीपल, जिसके लिए मतलब सेंटेंस टू डेथ भी कम पड़ता है। इतने सारे प्रोविजंस अप्लाई हो जाते हैं व्हेन इट इज अ pornography sites and especially child pornographies, and maximum people try to understand. अब बात आती है उन लोगों की जहां पर ये सबसे मेजर प्रॉब्लम होती है, कॉल्ड एज हैरेसमेंट वाया ईमेल। आज की डेट पर है ना, मैंने ये चीज हमेशा देखी है कि मैक्सिमम टाइम आप लोगों को ईमेल अकाउंट हैक कर लिया जाता है, sorry to say this in the entire session, but I would like to tell you. मेरी एक फ्रेंड थी, बहुत अच्छी फ्रेंड थी, नॉट गर्लफ्रेंड, प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, ठीक है। एंड क्या होता है कि इन लोगों को ना बड़ी पंचायती होती है हमारी जिंदगी में झांकने की। तो शी इज लाइक कि जिगर, आई वुड लाइक टू गिव मी योर एक्सेस फॉर अ जीमेल नाउ। तो मैंने बोला कि जीमेल का एक्सेस तुझे क्या करना है? एंड व्हाट शी हैज डन, इट इज वेरी सिंपल पीपल, इट टेक्स 2 मिनट्स। आपका जीमेल अकाउंट वो अपने अकाउंट में ट्रैक कर लेंगे एंड उसके बाद आपका फोन जहां जहां जाएगा ना, उनकी आइडेंटिटी उनके पास रहेगी कि वेयर यू आर राइट नाउ। मतलब दिस इज समथिंग, एक तो पहले तो उनको ये चीज पता चलता है, स्मॉल काइंड ऑफ हैकिंग वी कैन से दैट अगेंस्ट पर्सन है, ये हैरेसमेंट हो सकता है ईमेल के थ्रू। बहुत सारे जगह पर तो कार्डिंग जो होता है वहां पर आपको पता भी नहीं चलता कि आपके घर पे डुप्लीकेट कार्ड डिलीवर्ड किया जाता है, बिकॉज आप नेक्स्ट डे यूज करने वाले हो और उसके पहले ही जाकर वो आपके अकाउंट से बहुत सारा पैसा विड्रॉ भी कर सकते हैं। बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें लग रही है, बट जब सारी चीजें आती है तब कंबाइनली इट टेक्स अ ट्रेमेंडस चेंज पीपल। Last but not the least, the major part which I want to cover, because there is a war between India and China, it's into the session kind of, it is about to start sometime, we just feel that. So China हमसे यहाँ पर तो वॉर करेगा नहीं, क्योंकि बॉर्डर वॉर करने में उसको पता है कि इंडियन आर्मी इतनी तो आजकल सपोर्टेड है एंड लीडरशिप भी इतनी अच्छी सपोर्टेड है कि वी कैन इजीली फाइट, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट कि दे कैन माइट अटैक टू योर कंप्यूटर्स। एंड इसीलिए गवर्नमेंट ने स्ट्रिक्टली, आपने देखा होगा बहुत सारी एप्लीकेशंस बैन कर दी हुई है, लाइक कैम स्कैनर बैन कर दिया हुआ है, क्योंकि आपको पता ही नहीं है। आपने बहुत सारे लोगों ने एप्लीकेशन जब डाउनलोड करते हो ना, तब आप सोचते नहीं हो, थोड़ा सा दिमाग नहीं लगाते हो अपना कि भाई मुझे कैम स्कैनर डॉक्यूमेंट चाहिए, वो मेरे कॉन्टेक्ट्स को एक्सेस क्यों करना चाहता है, व्हाई ही वांट्स टू गेट द कॉन्टेक्ट्स एक्सेस। एंड हम क्या करते हैं, ओके 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 करके सारा एक्सेस दे देते हैं। यू डू नॉट रिक्वायर टू गिव देम द कॉन्टेक्ट एक्सेस। जब भी आप एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड करते हो फोन में, प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट आप उसको एक्सेस कौन सा दे रहे हो। मैंने पेटीएम को, मैंने अपने खुद में पेटीएम अकाउंट में मेरे कॉन्टेक्ट को एक्सेस नहीं दिया है। अरे मुझे जब रिचार्ज करना होता है तो मैं मोबाइल नंबर खुद हाथ से डाल सकता हूँ यार, आई कैन एंटर मैन्युअली, व्हाई शुड आई गिव देम द कॉन्टेक्ट लिस्ट एक्सेस। मैसेज का एक्सेस क्यों देते हैं हम लोग, क्योंकि हमें ओटीपी डालने की ना जरूरत पड़े। अरे बेवकूफ हो, थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगा दो, एक ओटीपी तो है, 6 डिजिट का नंबर है, हम खुद याद रखकर डाल सकते हैं। But you give them the access to entire message, and sometimes they can get the access for your OTP also, because every message can be reported on their server too. I hope you are understanding what I mean to say. आपको पता भी नहीं होगा कि चाइना के पास आज की डेट पर वर्ल्ड के 3 सुपर कंप्यूटर्स हैं और अमेरिका के पास 2 है, only for tracking the data and analyzing the data. Now, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कंसेप्ट सर, यहां तक तो हमने क्राइम्स के बारे में पढ़ा, अब कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट बातें भी हो जाए कि भैया साइबर क्राइम इन इंडिया व्हाई इट इज सो। तो एक तो सबसे पहले आप देखो कि क्राइम रेट शार्पली बढ़ा हुआ है, पॉइंट नंबर 1। नंबर 2, सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम जो है कि इंडिया इज द सेकंड लार्जेस्ट इंटरनेट यूजर्स के तौर पर आज के टाइम पे देखा जा रहा है। मिलियंस ऑफ सोशल नेटवर्क मीडिया यूजर्स आ रहे हैं, हर कोई ई कॉमर्स बेस्ड ट्रांजैक्शंस कर ही रहा है, एंड ये सारी चीजें हम 2 जगह से करते हैं, या तो हमारे लैपटॉप से या तो हमारे मोबाइल फोन से। मतलब यू कैन टेक द आईपैड, डेस्कटॉप एंड अदर्स एग्जांपल्स टू। कहीं ना कहीं इंडिया का इतना बड़ा लगाव इंटरनेट की तरफ साइबर क्रिमिनल्स को भी अट्रैक्ट करता है कि यहाँ पर अटैक करके फायदा है, बिकॉज यहाँ पर ही मैक्सिमम लोग हैं जो हमारी बातें सुन सकते हैं। नाउ आज का जो ये सेशन, आज का जो ये सेमिनार है ना पीपल, ये सिर्फ आप लोगों के लिए नहीं है, आप लोगों को अपने आजू बाजू वाले जो छोटे बच्चे लोग हैं उनको भी अवेयर करना है इस चीज के बारे में, सो दैट दे विल आल्सो गेट बेनिफिट। नाउ व्हाई नो टू साइबर क्राइम्स? पहली चीज तो फाइनेंशियल पनिशमेंट है, इम्प्रिजनमेंट है, इट विल रूइन योर एंटायर करियर एंड मेंटल डिप्रेशंस, ये 4 बातें। बट मैं आज स्टूडेंट्स है ना थोड़ी बहुत दिल खोल के बातें करना चाहता हूँ, एंड यू ऑल आर मैच्योर्ड टू डिस्कस दिस थिंग्स पीपल। नंबर 1, asking the photographs on the phone, okay. Number 2, people asking the photographs, I hope you what I mean to say, asking the photographs on the phone, taking the someone's privacy for granted, okay, taking the privacy, okay, and most importantly people, जब आजकल ना लोगों को ये बहुत इजीली लगता है, बिकॉज आपने एक वर्ड सुना है हैकर, उसी के रिमार्क में एक वर्ड आता है कॉल्ड एज क्रैकर। नाउ व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन हैकर एंड क्रैकर? सर क्रैकर मतलब पटाखे? अरे नहीं, दिल्ली वाले नहीं और दिवाली वाले भी नहीं, मैं यहाँ पर बात कर रहा हूँ कौन से पटाखों की। ये वो लोग होते हैं दोज हु आर लर्निंग द साइबर क्रिमिनल एक्टिविटीज फ्रॉम यूट्यूब एंड अदर एक्सेस, एंड फिर आपको पता चलता है कि आपने वो ट्रिक ट्राई की, अगर सक्सेस हो गए तो यू फील दैट यो ब्रो आई एम अ हैकर, एंड नहीं हुआ तो ट्रिक बकवास थी। बट आप ये नहीं जानते हो पीपल कि जब ये सारी चीजें आप कर रहे हो तभी आप अपनी और अपने फैमिली की लाइफ को सबसे बड़ा डेंजरस में डाल रहे हो। मैक्सिमम टाइम आपको पता भी नहीं है कि इंडिया में फाइनेंशियल पेनल्टीज एज पर आईटी एक्ट 2000 एंड अमेंडमेंट टू 2008 इज क्रॉस्ड विद नाउ अमाउंट अप टू 1 करोड़ रुपीस फाइनेंशियल. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल 1 करोड़ रुपए तक की पेनल्टी. एंड सेकंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पीपल, यू विल बी सरप्राइज्ड टू नो, इम्प्रिजनमेंट जो है वहां पर मैक्सिमम केसेस नॉन अवेलेबल हो चुके हैं. भले ही आप किसी के कंप्यूटर का सोर्स कोड चुरा रहे हो, पॉइंट नंबर 1, या तो फिर किसी स्टोलन प्रॉपर्टी को खरीदते हो. यू नो, लोगों को बहुत आदत होती है कि लैपटॉप्स एंड कंप्यूटर्स सेकंड हैंड खरीदना. I would request to all my dear teachers, respected principals, and all my dear students also, please in your life, till the time it is not a trustworthy person, do not buy any second hand electronic devices. आपने देखा होगा दादर स्टेशन के बाहर शाम को मौसी लोग बैठती है टेबल लेकर, और टेबल पे आपको आईफोन भी मिल जाएगा, चार्जर भी मिल जाएगा, सब कुछ मिलेगा. बट उधर से जब आप परचेस कर रहे हो ना, तब पीछे एक अंकल भी खड़े होते हैं जिनको हम लोग मुंबई पुलिस के नाम पे जानते हैं. अगर उन्होंने वहीं से अरेस्ट किया ना, तो मिनिमम पेनल्टी इज अप टू 1 लाख रुपीस, मैक्सिमम इट मे एक्सटेंड टू 5 लाख रुपीस, एंड ऑल्सो इम्प्रिजनमेंट फॉर 1 ईयर. फिर वो चार्जर अंदर ही लेके जाना, जेल में उधर ही फोन चार्ज करना. एम आई वेरी क्लियर टू यू? दिस इज पनिश्ड अंडर सेक्शन 66B, बाइंग ऑफ स्टोलन प्रॉपर्टी. Then there is again somebody, it's like, you know, somebody is trying their level best. Example मैं आपको बता दूं, अगर मेरा भाई भी मेरे मोबाइल की पिन क्रैक करता है, मतलब चोरी करता है, मुझसे देख लेता है, जान लेता है, एंड वो अगर यूज कर लेता है, आई कैन फाइल द क्रिमिनल केस अगेंस्ट हिम आल्सो अंडर द सेक्शन 66C फॉर चोरी करना. एंड चोरी करने की जो पनिशमेंट है वो ये है कि भाई साहब को 1 साल तक के लिए जेल होगी और 1 लाख रुपए तक का पनिशमेंट भी हो सकता है. और अगर जज साहब का उसकी वाइफ के साथ झगड़ा हुआ है तो शायद से दोनों भी हो सकता है. यू कैन एंजॉय डबल. थर्ड थिंग पीपल, आजकल लोगों को ना बहुत एक गंदी सी आदत लगी हुई है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट, डुप्लीकेशन ऑफ आइडेंटिटी. मतलब दूसरों के नाम पे अकाउंट बनाने में मजा आती है. एंजल प्रिया के नाम पर अकाउंट बनाएंगे, फिर रह जाता रहेगा तो अपने भाई के नाम पर अकाउंट बनाएंगे, रामपाल यादव के नाम पे अकाउंट बनाएंगे. किसी की हाइट नहीं है लेकिन फिर भी वो बंदा जो है वो अमिताभ बच्चन के नाम पे अकाउंट बना रहा है. सो दिस आर द मेजर थिंग वेर यू ट्राई टू क्रिएट द डुप्लीकेट आइडेंटिटी ऑफ सम अनदर पर्सन, एंड दैट इज अगेन पीपल पनिश्ड अंडर सेक्शन 66B called as duplication, impersonation of identity. Punishment would be the same, people. And last one which I would like to cover, very important, जब तुम्हारे हाथ में मोबाइल फोन हो और जब तुम्हारे हाथ में कैमरा हो ना people, तो थोड़ा सा संभाल के फोटो क्लिक किया करो, because whenever you are clicking the photo of anyone's privacy, you will be punished under section 66E. एग्जाम्पल मैं अगर दूंगा तो शायद से थोड़ा सा ये आपको बेकार भी लगेगा, बट राजस्थान में 2 स्टोर्स है विच इज प्योरली रन बाय वुमेन्स ओनली. पूरा वुमेन्स का ही हैंडीक्राफ्ट इंडस्ट्रीज के टाइम पे है. उन्होंने खुद ने ही ट्रायल रूम में कैमरा रखा हुआ था. नाउ जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड टू whom you would like to punish over here. एंड जब ये वहां पर कैमरास रखे गए थे तो दैट इज अ वायलेशन ऑफ सेक्शन 66E called as extreme privacy. In such scenario, the person will be punished for the 5 years of jail and again 1 lakh rupees तक का monetary penalty, और शायद से दोनों भी. So first of all, let me tell to all my dear student, if you are knowing the cyber crimes, it's good. Having the knowledge is always good because having the knowledge will protect you from many ends. But definitely, people, you should not try to commit the cyber crime anyway. आज की डेट पर ना 1 मिनट का टाइम नहीं लगता है आइडेंटिटी चेक करने के लिए. आई विल शेयर द वेरी स्मॉल एग्जांपल विद यू पीपल ऑफ माय एक्सपीरियंस ओवर हियर. मेरी एक फ्रेंड थी, हर नेम इज तनिषा दर्जी. बंदी ने क्या कर दिया, मुझसे, मेरी सबसे बेस्ट फ्रेंड है, क्लोज फ्रेंड है, एंड मुझसे झूठ बोलकर ना, वो कॉलेज का आइडेंटिटी था उस टाइम पे, कॉलेज के टाइम की बात है. शी वेंट टू कर्नाटका, बीजापुर, अपने दोस्तों के साथ पार्टी शार्टी करने के लिए. एंड बंदी ने फेसबुक पर एक फोटो अपलोड किया कि फीलिंग हैप्पी, बस ऐसा कुछ लिखा नहीं था कि इन कर्नाटका और समथिंग. मैंने वो फोटो को देखा, 5 मिनट बाद उसको फोन करके बोला, मतलब तनिषा कर्नाटका की बीजापुर में क्या कर रही है? एंड शी वाज हाईली सरप्राइज्ड दैट जिगर जोशी, हाउ कुड यू कम टू नो? आई सेड बिकॉज ऑफ 2 थिंग्स. एक तो तेरा आईपी एड्रेस ट्रेस हो गया, पॉइंट नंबर 1, तो मुझे पता चल गया. एंड सेकेंडली, जहां पर से तूने फोटो गिराया ना, उसके पीछे एक जिप्सी खड़ी है और जिप्सी में K09 या K10 नंबर लिखा हुआ है. आई जस्ट सर्च द आरटीओ एंड आई गॉट इट इज बीजापुर. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली, आई आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चन, मैंने ये नहीं पूछा कहां पर है, मैंने बोला कर्नाटका बीजापुर में क्या कर रही है. अब अगर मैं ये पूछता उसको कि वो कहां पर है, तो ऑब्वियसली चांसेस है कि वो बोलती मुंबई, तो मुझे ये प्रिज्यूम करना पड़ता है कि वो कार मुंबई आई हुई है. But the way you ask the question, and the good cybercrime experts can easily track these details, people, without any agitation, people. Now, very important last session which comes as a cyber safety. I would like to attract everyone's attention over here because this is for all of us maximum time where we make a mistake. I would request to all my dear teachers also to please pay your 100% attention, because maximum time I had received a call from my teachers also that they got into the some cybercrime attack. So I would request them to please give your attention. First point to you, this is the general rules, people, applicable to all of us. First, do not give out of your any personal information. Not your birth date, not your school name, not your telephone number. Do not share this with anyone, people. कुछ साल पहले की बात है, मुंबई के बोरीवली में एक चोरी हुई थी, एंड चोरी होने के पीछे जो सबसे बड़ा रीजन निकला था वो था फेसबुक, क्योंकि फैमिली मेंबर ने फेसबुक पे पोस्ट किया था कि मूविंग टू दुबई विद द एंटायर फैमिली टू एंजॉय वेकेशन। अब जिन जिन को ये चाहिए था उनको तो मिल गया कि भाई फैमिली नहीं है, दुबई गई हुई है, तो तुमको जरूरत क्या है अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ को इस तरीके से शेयर करने की? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग ऑफ अ यंग जनरेशन। मतलब अगर 1000 फॉलोवर्स ना हो ना फेसबुक पे, सॉरी इंस्टाग्राम पे, और 2000 फ्रेंड ना हो, तो रात को इनको खाना डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता। अरे व्हाई यू वांट टू सो मच ऑन द सोशल मीडिया? यस, यूज इट फॉर योर ओन नॉलेज पर्पस। आप अपने नॉलेज को बढ़ाने के लिए ट्विटर पे 4 जन को फॉलो करो, वो जरूरी है, लेकिन 4 तुमको फॉलो करें ये जरूरी नहीं है। प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग। डू नॉट शेयर एनी ऑफ योर आइडेंटिटी। एग्जाम्पल आई वुड लाइक टू गिव यू वन मोर, ठीक है? एक पर्सन का बैंक अकाउंट हम लोग ऐसे ही एक्सेस कर रहे थे, बिकॉज ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ एथिकल हैकिंग इट वाज परमिटेड आल्सो टू चेक विद साइबर वायलेशन पॉलिसी को ध्यान में रखकर हम लोगों ने किया था। ये पर्सन की डेट ऑफ बर्थ मिलनी चाहिए थी और वो मुझे मिली फेसबुक पे से। पर्सन का नाम मिल गया, उसकी डेट ऑफ बर्थ मिल गया और उसका पिन नंबर मिल गया, मतलब वो रेसिडेंशियल पिन। ये 3 डिटेल्स डाली, आधे से ज्यादा डिटेल्स करेक्ट हो गई। अब उसका ईमेल अकाउंट पूछा। एक चीज समझने की कोशिश करो, किसी का भी ईमेल अकाउंट अगर आपको पता है तो ईमेल अकाउंट को हैक करने में कितना टाइम लगता है? ओटीपी आएगा तो कहाँ आएगा? बट आपने अपना नाम शेयर किया हुआ है, आपने अपनी डेट ऑफ बर्थ शेयर की है, तब जाकर मेरे लिए आपके ईमेल अकाउंट में हैक करने की विजिबिलिटी बढ़ जाती है, पॉसिबिलिटी बढ़ रही है। सो यू डू नॉट शेयर इट, पॉइंट नंबर 1। नंबर 2, डू नॉट यूज फुल नेम एज अ स्क्रीन नेम। ये चीज हमेशा याद रखो, मैक्सिमम टाइम वी मेक दिस मिस्टेक। यू कैन सी राइट नाउ माय नेम आल्सो ऑन द स्क्रीन, बट ओवर देयर माय फादर्स नेम इज मिसिंग। You are finding out, you should always find it out that your maximum identity should be kept as secret as possible, people. Third most important thing, I was extremely happy when I was at Mumbai airport, T2 airport पर था, एंड जब मैं एयरपोर्ट पे पहुंचा उन्होंने मुझसे आइडेंटिटी कार्ड मांगा बिकॉज एंट्री के लिए चाहिए, और मैंने अपना आईडी कार्ड शेयर किया एंड द पुलिस मैन वाज सेइंग कि सर यू लुक्स टू बी अ जेंटलमैन। मैं सरप्राइज ही कि उसको देखने लगा, भाई तेरे को ऐसा क्या मिल गया मेरे अंदर कि तू मुझे जेंटलमैन कह रहा है? So the real identity is here, people. You can see on your screen right now, just 1 minute, I'll do that thing. Just a minute. Yes, people, you can see right now my Aadhaar card. I'm ready to share my Aadhaar card with you, but you can see that the red color tab is already installed, just showing the last 4 digits to you. Always you should keep 2 Aadhaar cards with you. One is original and second is a color Xerox of it. And please make sure this thing very clearly that your second Aadhaar card, which has the first 8 digits, which is completely blocked with a white tape or something, which you can always give it as an identity to anyone, except 3 agencies. A government agency, first one. Second is your passport agency. And third one, people, your telecom industry, जिन्होंने आपका आधार नंबर फुल मांगा है because they want to get it registered. Okay. Some question is there. We'll take it this question in just a moment, please. Whenever you are sharing your ID card with the government authority, telecom authority, income tax authority or others, or even with the passport authority, ये 3 ही टाइम पर आपको अपना आधार कार्ड पूरा देना है। उसके अलावा कहीं पर भी आधार कार्ड फुल नंबर देने की जरूरत ही नहीं है एज पर आर इंडियन लॉज। बट हमारी आदत क्या है पता है? आधार कार्ड चाहिए ना, ये ले जेरोक्स कर ले। अरे क्या जेरोक्स कर ले भाई, तेरी जिंदगी उसमें है, तेरे फिंगरप्रिंट्स है, रेटिना स्कैन्स है, तू पूरा अंदर है। किसी दिन तेरी डेड बॉडी मिलेगी तो सिर्फ वो तेरे अंगूठे से वो लोग आइडेंटिफाई कर लेंगे कि ये कहाँ पर पैदा हुआ था, कहाँ पर क्या चीज है, कहाँ पर रहता है। आज के टाइम पर आपको पता होगा कि दिल्ली में 4 बच्चियों को अगवा किया गया, छोटी छोटी स्मॉल किड्स थे, ठीक है। पुलिस ने कैसे भी उनको पकड़ा। अब पकड़ने के बाद पता चला कि दे ऑल वर टेकन फ्रॉम ओडिशा। अब थिंग इट्स दैट वेरी क्लियर कि हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई। तो वही आधार कार्ड की डिटेल्स में जाके सर्च करने की कोशिश की पुलिस वालों को, आइडेंटिटी मिल गई कि ये उड़ीसा के इस सिटी से, इस गांव से बिलोंग करती है, जाकर उनके माँ बाप के पास छोड़कर है। बट आप तो पूरा आई कार्ड ही दूसरे के पास छोड़ के आ रहे हो। Here I had shown people that how it is done. Okay, this is the thing which I had made it presentable to you also people, that share your Aadhaar card like this only. इवन तो पैन कार्ड भी है तो उसकी डिटेल्स में कोई इश्यूज नहीं आता, बिकॉज वहां पर हमारा एड्रेस और बहुत सारी डिटेल्स जो होती है वो पर्सनल डिटेल्स वहां पर शेयर नहीं होती है, विच इज ऑन अदर साइड इट इज अ सेफर वन. देन this is a very important to all my dear students and my teachers, including principals too. Also ensure that you should be logged out from all these sessions whenever you are using any public computer, especially college computers. Whenever you are using, make sure that अंदर की सारी applications बंद होने के बाद ही आप अपनी banking applications या फिर कोई भी applications अदर open करें. Second, do not share your password with anyone. When I'm saying anyone, it includes everyone. Okay. इट इज वेरी सिंपल पीपल. मैंने मैक्सिमम टाइम आजकल मैं यंग जनरेशन के बीच में ज्यादा रहता हूँ, मुझे पता है कि गर्लफ्रेंड बॉयफ्रेंड्स के अंदर दे कैन इजीली शेयर द पासवर्ड. फिर होता ये है कि गर्ल को गुस्सा आ गया, उसने पासवर्ड चेंज कर दिया, बॉय को गुस्सा आया, उसने पासवर्ड चेंज किया, फिर ये दोनों रोते रोते मेरे पास पहुंचे कि सर अब क्या करें. मैंने बोला भैया एक काम करो, गंगा स्नान करो और डुबकी मारो उसी में, वापस बाहर मत आना. देन very important line which I would like to share people over here, set the password in such a manner that it does not pass with word. You know, मैक्सिमम टाइम लोगों के पासवर्ड जो मैंने वहां पर लिखे हुए हैं लाइक जिगर रख दिया या तो 123 @ रख दिया, डू नॉट यूज इट पीपल. मैं अभी भी बोलना चाहता हूँ, इंडिया में जो पासवर्ड्स है ना वो हाईली सिक्योर्ड है एज कम्पेयर टू यूएसए. नाउ माइट बी यू आर थिंकिंग कि सर क्या मजाक कर रहे हो, यूएसए से इंडिया सिक्योर्ड है. यस पीपल, बिकॉज पासवर्ड जब भी क्रैक करना होता है ना तो वी हैकर्स, आई एम एथिकल हैकर प्लीज, वी यूज प्योरली डिक्शनरी सिस्टम. डिक्शनरी सिस्टम्स जब भी हम लोग यूज करेंगे ना तो डिक्शनरीज में हमारे इंडियन वर्ड्स आते ही कहाँ हैं. अब आपने रखा है श्यामलाल @123, तो श्यामलाल यू विल नॉट फाइंड इट आउट इन द एंटायर डिक्शनरी. दिस इज द रीजन वेयर द इंडियन पासवर्ड्स आर हाईली प्रोटेक्टेड एज कंपेयर टू यूएसए, बिकॉज यूएसए के सारे जो बंदों के नाम रखे हुए माँ बाप ने वो कहीं ना कहीं डिक्शनरीज में आपको मिल ही जाएंगे. वहां पर एलन अंकल भी मिल जाएंगे और सोनी अंकल भी मिल जाएंगे. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Please, all my professors and students are requested over here, do not use the first letter as the capital one. अब आप सोचोगे कि सर उसमें बोला होता है एक कैपिटल लेटर, एक स्मॉल लेटर, एक स्पेशल कैरेक्टर, एक न्यूमेरिकल. अरे उन्होंने एक एक नहीं बोला हुआ है, एटलीस्ट वन बोला हुआ है, तो 2-3 यूज करना. जस्ट टेक अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल आई गिव यू. गूगल के यहाँ पर जो पासवर्ड सिस्टम है वो कैसी है कि एवरी 30 days दे हैव टू चेंज द पासवर्ड, एंड वहां पर एक बुक रखी हुई रहती है, उस बुक में से आपको पासवर्ड रखना है. लाइक एग्जाम्पल सपोज हैरी पॉटर बुक है तो वहां पर लिखा रहेगा HP 43723, मतलब आपको हैरी पॉटर की बुक में जाना है, 437 पेज पे जाना है, फर्स्ट और सेकंड लाइन में से 2 वर्ड्स कोई भी कॉम्बिनेशन लेना है जो उसका पासवर्ड होगा. अब जब आप ऐसा पासवर्ड और पासवर्ड का हिंट जब रख रहे हो ना तो प्लीज मेक श्योर दिस थिंग वेरी क्लियर. नेक्स्ट वन विच आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर पीपल, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू ऑल दी स्पेशली गर्ल्स, ओके, and all my teachers of lady staff. Sorry to say this on a screen, but yes, please do not post your videos and of yourself photos on the any of the social media site, and please keep your GPS location always off. Maybe you will be surprised to know this thing कि जिगर सर को इतना लड़कियों से क्या प्रॉब्लम है, but people try to understand. मैंने अभी भी बताया कि हमारे पोस्टर्स पीके के बना के भी छोड़ दोगे ना तो फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है, लोग हमें वही देखने वाले जैसा वो लोग देखते हैं. बट यस, मैक्सिमम टाइम आपको पता नहीं होगा. अभी रिसेंटली एक केस स्टडी जब मैंने रेफर की थी, इट वाज हाईली शॉकिंग टू मी. यूपी में एक मैरिज हुआ, मैरिज में 3 औरतों ने डांस किया था, ठीक है, मतलब नॉर्मली घर के ही मैरिज थे. दे वर वेरी फ्रॉम हाई सोसाइटी क्राउड, ऐसा भी नहीं है कि लोअर क्राउड था या ऐसा, मतलब नॉट इलिटरेट ऑल्सो. इन्होंने डांस किया, इन्होंने सोशल मीडिया पे डाला. सोशल मीडिया में से उसकी छोटी छोटी क्लिप्स बनाकर वेबसाइट्स पर डाली गई which generally provides call girl services. Now आप लोगों को तो इतना ही लगता है कि हमने तो हमारी फोटो सोशल मीडिया पर शेयर की. मेरा क्वेश्चन आप लोगों से अगेन एक ही है, अपने आप को दुनिया को दिखाने का रीजन मुझे बता सकते हो प्लीज? You can please visit to my social media account, Instagram account. You won't find it out single of my image, and even if you find it out, it will be with someone. It will be with my mom, or it will be with my family, or it will be with one professor or kind of. बट प्लीज डू नॉट गेट सो मच सोशलाइज्ड. यार तुम अच्छे दिखते हो, ये भगवान की देन है, बट सोशल मीडिया पर जब आप शेयर करते हो तो प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट कि एक तो पहला सोशल मीडिया पर तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स कौन है, कितने लोग तुम्हारे वो फोटोज को एक्सेस कर रहे हैं, किस तरीके से आप अपने आप को प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, एंड डू नॉट क्रिएट सच आइडेंटिटी विच गिव्स अदर्स अ राइट टू कमेंट ऑन यू. Maybe I am wrong on this matter, but I would like to say one small example over here. Maximum of you people, when you are wearing the Western outfit and whenever you are wearing the Indian traditions, when you are getting the comment and when you are getting the compliment, just think of it and you will be understand that what to be posted and what not to be posted. Point number 2 over here. Next one I would like to share. Don't friend the people you don't know. It is very important people, क्योंकि आज के टाइम पर है ना, मैंने देखा अभी रिसेंटली मैंने गुजरात विजिट किया, ठीक है, मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों में ये क्रेज देखा है कि फेक फॉलोअर्स बढ़ाने, इनको इंस्टाग्राम पर अलग अलग एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड करके फेक फॉलोअर्स बढ़ाने, बट क्या करना है, व्हाट यू वांट टू डू विद देम। आज अगर मैं आपको एक चीज बताने की कोशिश करूं, मैम राजेश्वरी मैम, यू विल बी आल्सो हैप्पी टू सी दिस, कि वन ऑफ योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड इज नॉट अ फ्रेंड ऑफ यू ऑन द फेसबुक. You can just go and check it out. I am a psychology teacher also, and probably you will never find it out your best friend on a social media sites to get it connected with you. We had created this Facebook to meet our friends online, but actually we can easily understand we are meeting only to the people those who are completely less important or they are having no importance in our life on the social media. Faceless people जो होते हैं वो तुम्हारे बारे में कमेंट करते हैं, तुमको बुरा भी लगता है. Girl committed suicide because she was fat and somebody said that you are so fatty. She committed suicide. भगवान की दया से बच गई. But on the other side, कहने का मतलब क्या है कि this faceless people are making the comment and you are taking so seriously. And अगर 1000 2000 तुम्हारे followers नहीं है तो तुम्हें फर्क किस बात का पड़ रहा है? 1000 अगर तुम्हारे फेसबुक पर फ्रेंड है, जरा एक बार लिस्ट निकालना और चेक करना उसमें से कितने जन को आज भी तुम पर्सनली जानते हो. शायद से उसमें से तुम्हें 200 भी नहीं मिलेंगे, 200 छोड़ो 20 भी जन नहीं मिलेंगे जिनको तुम जानते थे. यहाँ पर बहुत सारे टीवाई बीकॉम के स्टूडेंट हैं मेरे साथ जो 3rd ईयर के स्टूडेंट ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं. वुड लाइक टू आस्क देम, स्कूल में 40 स्टूडेंट का एक बैच था आपके स्कूल में 10th स्टैंडर्ड में, सबने बाय बोला था, सबने बोला था वापस जिंदा रहेंगे तो मिलेंगे. आज की डेट पर जरा जाकर चेक करना कि तुम्हारे वो स्कूल फ्रेंड में से शायद से 2 या 3 भी फ्रेंड्स तुम्हारे साथ लिस्ट में नहीं रहेंगे. उसका रीजन इकलौता यही है कि शायद से आप बहुत ज्यादा ग्रो कर चुके हो या तो फिर वो ग्रो कर चुके हैं. बिकॉज चाणक्य की एक बहुत अच्छी आइडेंटिटी यही थी कि वेन एवर योर friend list is decreasing and your enemies are increasing, make sure that you are progressing. ये चीज identity हमेशा fact होती है. Next one, don't agree to meet the online friends in person. This is the very important comment which I had made over there, that I hate the two-side face people because it makes me difficult to decide which side should be slept first. Maximum लोगों को मैंने देखा है कभी भी कहीं पर भी मिलने चले जाते हैं. एंड ऑनलाइन डेटिंग साइट्स से जितना हो सके उतना दूर रहो. माँ बाप है, अच्छा ही ढूंढेंगे. जब पैदा करके 20 साल अगर आपके पीछे इन्वेस्ट कर दिया है, एजुकेशन के लिए इन्वेस्ट किया हुआ है, प्लीज गिव देम एन कंप्लीट अपॉर्चुनिटी. दे विल डिसाइड बेस्ट फॉर यू. मैं एक चीज यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा सोशलाइज्ड भी करना चाहता हूँ. सॉरी टू से दिस इन द सेमिनार ऑफ साइबर क्राइम, बट आई वुड लाइक टू कवर ओवर हियर. शायद से आपके माँ बाप के ना सजेशन भी अच्छे होते हैं और तुम्हारी चॉइस भी घटिया होती है. दिस इज व्हाट इट्स माय पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस आई एम शेयरिंग. हमारे माँ बाप अगर हमको कहते भी ना कि बेटा ये बंदे से या ये बंदी से बात मत करना, तो शायद से उनके सजेशन होते हैं, बट हमें बड़े कीड़े होते हैं, हमें उससे बात करनी होती है. हमें तो भैया लगता है कि नहीं, जीवनोद्धार तो यही है, इससे ही मेरी सारी बातें हो सकती है. एंड देन दैट पर्सन व्हेन दे टीच you understand your parents recommendation were much more better than your choice which you had made. So I would request to all my dear students, this is not the age where you should be getting indulged into the personal relationship or anything. This is the age where we should learn extraordinarily, we should make our career. And believe me, if your teenage is saved, your career is saved. Because अगर आपको जज करना है, आप कर लीजिए. अपने जिंदगी के सबसे सड़े हुए डिसीजन ना 17, 18, 19 एंड 20 बस ये 4 साल में लिए थे. अगर ये 4 साल में वो सड़े हुए डिसीजन नहीं लिए होते ना, तो आज शायद से हमारा करियर ग्राफ कुछ अलग होता. ये आप लोगों को इमीडिएटली फील होगा. अभी फर्दर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन, सबसे पहला जो मित्रों वायरस बना था ना, वो वायरस मैं आप लोगों को स्क्रीन पे लिख के बताऊंगा बिकॉज मेरा फेवरेट वायरस है ये. ठीक है, I'll just share on the screen, people. Yes, it was the first virus which was found, people, okay, was I love you .bat. .bat का मतलब होता है बैच फाइल. ये वो फाइल होती है जिसको हमें इंस्टॉल नहीं करना पड़ता, ये अपने आप इंस्टॉल्ड हो जाती है. जैसे अगर आपने देखा होगा कि जब भी आपके एप्लीकेशंस में अपडेट आते हैं तो आप गूगल पे, प्ले स्टोर पे जाके या तो ऐप स्टोर पे जाके अपडेट पे क्लिक करते हो, एप्लीकेशंस अपडेट होती है, लेकिन वो पूछती नहीं आपको कि इंस्टॉल करूं कि नहीं करूं, वो अपने आप इंस्टॉल कर लेते हैं. दिस इज I love you .bat. ये फर्स्ट वायरस था मित्रों, जो कि एक एनवेलप के डिजाइन करके भेजा गया था सभी को. जिन जिन ने इस I love you .bat फाइल पे क्लिक किया, डबल क्लिक किया, वायरस अटैक हो गया. एंड देयर is it I am audible to all? 1 minute. Yeah, I am audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the first virus was I love you .bat only. जब ये वायरस बनाया गया था तो एक लव लेटर के फॉर्मेट में था, एंड जिन जिन को ये भेजा गया उनको तो ऐसा लगा कि भाई दिल के कोने में कहीं पर जाकर आज 10 फुट गहरे दिल के अंधेरे में एक दिया जला है, तो क्यों ना इसको खोल के देखे। तो इन्होंने खोल के देखा और उनका कंप्यूटर बंद हुआ था। तो प्लीज डू नॉट गेट अटैच्ड टू दिस ऑल काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स पीपल। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन, इट्स लाइक .geno फाइल हो सकती है, .apx हो सकती है, .zip, .rar। ये फाइल्स को ओपन करने से पहले एंटीवायरस से प्रॉपर्ली स्कैन करना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है पीपल। नेक्स्ट वन, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आज के डेट पर सब लोगों को ना क्रिप्टो करेंसी की बहुत बड़ी होड़ लगी है। आपको पता भी होगा कि इंडियन गवर्नमेंट एंड सुप्रीम कोर्ट के बीच में एक बहुत बड़ी फाइट भी चल रही थी, क्योंकि इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने क्रिप्टो करेंसीज को अभी तक लीगली परमिशन नहीं दी है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट कहता है पूरी दुनिया कर रही है तो तुम्हें परमिशन देने में प्रॉब्लम क्या है। बट शायद से आपकी कंट्री की गवर्नमेंट जो है वो आपके लिए कुछ अच्छा सोच रही है, एंड इसीलिए उन्होंने अभी तक क्रिप्टो करेंसीज को अलाउड नहीं किया है पीपल। ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, यहाँ पर मैं डिजिटल पेमेंट्स की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं डिजिटल करेंसीज की बात कर रहा हूँ। आप लोगों ने देखा होगा एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट करेंसीज जिसके बारे में हम लोग डिस्कशन करते रहते हैं, वो है बिटकॉइन। ये चीज पता है आपको कि 2033 के बाद बिटकॉइंस रहेंगे ही नहीं। आज एक बिटकॉइन जो शुरू हुआ था वो $1 था, 1 बिटकॉइन। आज के डेट पर इट क्रॉसेस द लिमिट ऑफ 75,000 प्लस। एंड ये बिटकॉइन का सबसे ज्यादा यूज किसके लिए? इसका सबसे बड़ा यूज होता है फॉर द पेमेंट ऑफ weapons, drugs, including the human trafficking. That's it. So I would request to all my dear students, please stay away from the digital currencies. बहुत सारी applications है जो आपको digital currencies की तरफ खींच के लेके जाती है, but please do not go for it. This is a very important one which I would like to share with you people. ये मेरी माँ हमेशा कहती है कि अगर किसी से कांटेक्ट अगर तोड़ना ही है ना तो उसका नाम भी कांटेक्ट लिस्ट से डिलीट करो कि किसी दिन लिस्ट रेफर करते करते वो पर्सन तुम्हारे दिमाग में फिर से स्ट्राइक ना कर जाए। And that is the same thing people, with anyone whom you are not happy, please block them immediately. Do not share your personal pictures with anyone. You will be might be surprised. I am sharing the one small thing over here. Sorry, गर्लफ्रेंड बॉयफ्रेंड थे, ब्रेकअप हुआ, अब वो लोग 3 साल से रिलेशन में थे तो बहुत सारे फोटोज कैप्चर किए थे, आउट ऑफ विच सर्टेन पिक्चर्स वर नॉन पार्लियामेंटरी टू बी शेयर्ड इन द पब्लिक। आई डोंट नो व्हाई सच आइडेंटिटी वाज क्रिएटेड बाय दोज इडियट्स, बट यस दे हैड क्रिएटेड। नाउ दोनों के बीच में ब्रेकअप होने पर ये लड़के ने क्या किया, ये सारे फोटोज उसके अपने फ्रेंड को भेजे हु इज देयर इन यूएसए। अब यूएसए से वो फ्रेंड ने एक इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट बनाया एंड वहां पर वो 1 by 1 पिक अपलोड करते जा रहा है। एंड एज इट इज अ इंडियन गवर्नमेंट एंड यूएसए गवर्नमेंट आर सेपरेट, इंडियन गवर्नमेंट कैन नॉट आस्क द यूएसए गवर्नमेंट टू टेक द एक्शन। प्लस ये लड़का अपने सारे फ्रेंड्स को वो आईडी शेयर कर रहा था कि इसको फॉलो करो, यू विल सी द पिक्चर्स ऑफ दैट गर्ल। अच्छा, गर्ल की आइडेंटिटी वहां तक भी ब्लॉक्ड थी क्योंकि उसका फेस नहीं दिखाया जा रहा था, बट इन हैंड इट वाज अ टैटू वाज मेड बाय व्हिच इट वाज इजी टू आइडेंटिफाई कि ये उसी की गर्लफ्रेंड थी। व्हाई यू वांट टू क्रिएट सच थिंग्स यार? यहाँ पर लिखवाना है क्या कुछ? किसी ने तो लिखवाया है कि मेरा बाप चोर है, उसके बाद अर्नब गोस्वामी का बेटा लिखवाएगा मेरा बाप चोर है, तुमको क्या लिखवाना है? एंड व्हाई यू वांट टू क्रिएट सच आइडेंटिटी? यू आर लविंग समवन, गिव देम द रिस्पेक्ट, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। And the last thing which I would like to share people, it's very important, the last point which I would like to make it very clear to all my dear student, like sharing your personal pictures, both the person who demands for that photograph and the person who shares that photograph, both will be held guilty and punished accordingly under section 66E of extreme privacy. Now, never share your PIN. As I said that change the PIN regularly people, use password instead of whenever possible to avoid the PIN. And last but not the least is to take the screenshot of everyone. You know people, we call it as a screenshot, some people says it's evidence. लोग पहले अपनी सैलरी छुपाते थे, फिर एक जमाना आया जब लोग अपनी ज्वेलरी छुपाने लगे, और आजकल लोग गैलरी छुपाते हैं क्योंकि उसके अंदर बहुत सारे स्क्रीनशॉट्स होते हैं जिसको वो लोग एविडेंस कहते हैं। वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर, अभी रिसेंटली एक छोटे से केस लॉ में मैं आया था which I would like to share with you people because you might be happy to see this and happy to know this. एक पर्सन के नाम पर है ना चैट्स हुई, ठीक है, चैट्स काफी वल्गर हुई, एंड फिर वो पर्सन को कहीं ना कहीं बुरी तरीके से ब्लैकमेल किया गया। वो पर्सन मेरे कांटेक्ट में आया, मैंने बोला कि ये चैट आपने की है, उसने बोला कि मेरे 2 बेटे हैं, ठीक है, मैं उन दोनों की कसम खाकर कहता हूँ कि भैया मैंने ये चैट नहीं की है। अब आप समझ सकते हो कि अगर वो कोई पर्सन इस लेवल तक जा रहा है तो डेफिनेटली वो कहीं ना कहीं तो ऑनेस्ट होगा, बट मुझे उसकी ऑनेस्टी पे भी शक था, तो मैंने पहले उसका फोन जो है वो पूरा का पूरा चेक करवाया। पर्सन वाज नॉट गिल्टी, बट वो स्क्रीनशॉट्स जो थे ना वो शेयर हुए। So we immediately moved to the police station and filed a case against the person who had taken that screenshot and shared it. Might be you will surprised to know that कि जिगर सर आपने उस person के खिलाफ सूट फाइल क्यों किया? Because एक एग्जाम्पल ले लीजिए, सपोज मेरे पास मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, उसका नाम राकेश है, ठीक है ना? अगर मुझे राकेश को बदनाम करना है तो क्या करना है? एकदम सिंपल सा काम करना है, मुझे कोई भी दूसरे मोबाइल से मोबाइल नंबर सेव कर देना है राकेश के नाम पर, एंड राकेश का और मेरे बीच में चैट शुरू हो जाएगी, ऊपर नाम राकेश का दिख रहा है और राकेश की एक प्रोफाइल पिक भी लेकर मुझे उस फोटो पे लगाने के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा? आप अपनी प्रोफाइल पिक कैसी रखते हो ये भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, and other things also people. Am I very clear to all people? This is what all these things I would like to share with you people. Very important one, I would like to ask ma'am to be there. Ma'am, can I have you on the screen please? Yeah, so ma'am, this is end up from my end. I had tried to cover the maximum portion and the maximum part of the cyber crimes over here and the criminal penalties and all. I would like to say thanks to...
Yes, Jigar, it was fantastic session. Maybe I couldn't even move a minute. So it was fantastic. And it was much more than what we expected to learn in this session.
And
I'm sure all the youngsters and also elderly people, teachers, for everyone today, we are all using cyberspace. And it was so very important for us to know, the do's and don'ts, which as a rule you mentioned so beautifully with fantastic examples. Jigar, if possible, once lockdown is lifted, I definitely would like to invite you to a college to have a session with many more students will be attending physically, maybe in our seminar room. We could hold this session with you, and you were fantastic. You have opened our eyes in many areas. Whatever you mentioned with example, yes, even me, I was doing all those foolishly without knowing. We are not supposed to do that, but now we will be more careful. Thank you so much. Now, I would like, yeah.
Just 1 minute. I would like to say thanks to, first of all, Rajeshwari Ravi ma'am, also to all my dear professors, and also special thanks to Trupti ma'am, if she is there on the screen again. I would like to say thanks to her especially because she was knowing me. She was my teacher when I was a student of college, MBLUJ College of Andheri. And she was my teacher from where this journey starts of knowing each other. And today I would like to thanks to her to give me this platform to share my views on the cybercrime. I would like to say especially
yes,
thanks.
I would like to say here, Jigar, it was Tripti who introduced you to me, and she spoke about you to me saying that Jigar Joshi, even though he's a very young fellow, I taught him, but then he has immense knowledge. He has specialized in cybercrime. I said, why not? So therefore, I picked up a phone the other day and spoke to you. And I even told you what exactly you should be showing it to us, which will be more informative and can hold on the audience attention also. And you did exactly or much better than what I expected and requested you to do. Fantastic.
I have a question.
Now, moving on to the students or the audience who are all attending here. If you have any question to ask, please raise your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I tell this, I must introduce Jigar Screen, our convener of college committee, Babulalji Todi. He has also taken time to attend your session. Thank you so much, sir, for being on here and motivating us. Yes, over to sir now to ask a question.
I have a question.
Yes, sir, please.
The question is, some people go to the offices of the people representing the telephone company or mobile company and telling that we'll set your speed and all that. And they go through all the mobiles. What they do, one doesn't know. But are they trying to be funny with the phone? Or are they trying to take away the data by installing something? If so, how can it be removed by the person whose phone has been done?
Okay, so here I would like to take the attention on the two most important things. First one, do not allow anyone to increase or decrease the speed of internet, because that doesn't have to be done by any person. That will be done by the company itself. and that is purely based on the mobile plans which you purchased. Point number one. Number two, if you are at any time feel that your phone is hacked or something, the first and foremost thing which you have to do is to completely disconnect from the Google account, from your Gmail account and Google account, which carries your entire details like contact list and email and everything. Format your phone, reinstall the Gmail, but before reinstalling the Gmail, make sure that its password must be changed. So first thing, discontinue from your phone. Secondly, re-log in from the one computer where you will change the password, and then put it in your mobile phone once again, that Gmail account and others. That will protect your privacy to the extreme level. Second most important thing, anytime please try to understand that none of the person should have the access to your mobile phone or any of your electronic gadgets. Do not allow to anyone. When I'm saying anyone, I mean to say it's very clear, including your family members too. No doubt we respect them, but we respect our privacy a lot. And it does not take for me just a minute to put a one system code in your mobile, and your entire WhatsApp or your entire email account, I can operate it from my phone also. So I would request to everyone that first of all to disconnect from the service. First, second, make sure that your phone is restarted with rebooting entire option. Reinstall every software, that's not a problem. And third thing is this one, that change the password of Gmail and log in again, sir.
No, but the problem is, even if you don't have Gmail on your mobile, still somebody comes to your office or somewhere, takes your mobile and does something. I saw a video the other day where a person was showing, he took mobile of somebody for 10 seconds and he was putting everything on the screen.
Sir, I said this only, okay, within the 10 minutes, it is within the 10 seconds, it is easily possible. Example, if I would like to say that earlier the phone used to come where the certain codes to be inserted, and I can check your entire account. That if you had spent the 30 minutes on the Gmail and 20 minutes on the Instagram, I can check it. That also I can also see that which Instagram account you had visited. So here my request is only one: do not allow your phones to be given to anybody for a second also. Always make sure that your phone is having the password lock properly. Instead of PIN, use password. And third most important thing, if you are facing any kind of issues, then it is obvious that first you need to reset your phone once again and then use it. Then there will be no problem from at least my end. I would like to suggest this thing.
As a secretary to the managing committee, your talk was very informative, educative, and productive. I think everybody will benefit from that and will go a long way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, now from the audience, the students or teachers, if you have any question to ask, please raise your hand. I could see the hand raised by Maheshwari ji. Please unmute his audio, Ravi.
Yeah, Mr. Jigar, a lot of information in such a short time. And as rightly said by Madam Rajeshwari, that we will sometime have a longer session where we can have more interaction, especially with this young generation. I'm just trying to understand there are certain information are required to be shared, and those information are available, you know, with the peon, whether it's my chartered accountant's peon or whether my I have account in my 5 banks, and all the clerk and the peons are having my Aadhaar card, PAN card, all information what you're talking about. So how far we can safeguard ourselves? This is one question will remain unanswered, but these are practical problem. Aadhaar and PAN card is roaming everywhere. Even when I give it for a little photocopy, my peon having all the detail. So how do we tackle these kind of a thing?
2 to 3 things again I will mention here, sir. I would really respect to you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you, sir. Yeah. See this, sir. First of all, as per the chartered accountancy, as you are saying that your accountant is having already your Aadhaar card and other one is having Aadhaar card. So first of all, I would like to say it was maybe your mistake that you are asking someone to get it Xeroxed, sir. Try to understand, sir, it is our personal document and it is our responsibility that I do not allow my any document to be get it Xeroxed, even though I am teaching in one of the very reputed institute where 15 persons as a peon always available, but I had never given my any documents to them to get it Xeroxed. It is our responsibility that first of all. Do not allow your Aadhaar card or PAN card to be given to anybody to get it xeroxed or anything done, because with your Aadhaar card, they can purchase the SIM card, they can do any kind of crime, and you will be held responsible against those crimes. Point number 2, sir. Your chartered accountant, if he is having your Aadhaar card and if any details is leaked, so you know that you had shared your Aadhaar card with only 3 people. One is your chartered accountant, one is your bank, and third is your telecom industry. So in such case, people, there is only one. If chartered accountant is losing this part, I just would like to add to the something over here. Like in inter CA, that is the second year of CA, they make it compulsory the one subject called as IT, to teach them only this thing, that how they should prevent the privacy of their clients. If suppose the chartered accountant is failed to maintain your privacy, then obviously first his degree will be held responsible over there to be get it immediately discontinued by ICAI board. So it is very important, sir. First of all, please do not allow your documents to be given to anybody to get it done, xeroxed or anything for you. Please, I would request my all teachers and everyone to take it this thing very seriously, that whenever we are getting the service by the others, we feel that yes, we are the king and we can get it the work done from them. But over the same time, we are giving our holding hand to somebody else, where sometime they may take our hand and we have to lose that position. So my request to you. Secondly, sir, chartered accountant, it was a case of Jaipur only 2 years back of 2017 something, I think so, where the chartered accountant in Jaipur was held responsible because he had given his client's financial details to the client's wife, from whom the client was getting divorced, and then that degree was suspended for the 3 years. This action was taken by ICAI board itself, sir. So my request to all my teachers and everyone, it's do not share the details with anyone. And number 2, it's like if chartered accountant is doing the same thing, or if the auditor or any other person is doing, then with whom you had shared the details, please remember it. That will help you to get it in touch with everyone.
During the lockdown time, what has happened that the family has remained together because of the social media.
Correct.
And now you are frightening us by saying that don't post and share your photographs. My family photograph I have shared abundantly in. So what are you trying to say? How careful we should be while sharing photograph of the family?
Sir, I'm saying 2 things. Sharing the personal photograph is a problem, not the family photograph. Point number 1. Number 2, sir, with whom you are sharing, it's very important rather than at what time you are sharing. Because very important, on your social media, if there is thousands of students are there which is connected with you, and if anyone is making mock faces or anything on your photograph and publishing it to others just for the fun purpose, then basically our professor's identity gets threatened at this point. So first of all, I have a problem with only those people, those who are sharing the photographs, which is generally, as a respectable person and as a responsible human being, I would not like to share. Point number 1, that is non-parliamentary photos I am discussing over here. And second thing, where you are sharing plays a vital role. In Facebook also, sir, we have a limited people with whom we can share. That is also okay. And my question, it's very simple, sir. Sharing the few photographs, it's okay. But non-parliamentary, I have a problem with that only. Because nowadays, this kind of hacking and other has taken my brain sometime out when I come to the many cases where the people used to take the photographs of your identity. They used to take the mask of yours. And then they used to share your identity on the social media by giving the statements. So to this extent, the people are nowadays able to ruin anyone's life. Example, I would like to say very simple. It is very easy for me to copy the face of Rajpal Yadav. By just copying the face of it, I'll put it on my face. It is just a screen-based preparation, does not take more than 5,000 rupees. And then if I'm giving any blunt statement, definitely, sir, we are giving others an identity to blame on us.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other from the audience have a question? Please raise your hand. Ravi, unmute if anyone is raising their hand. Yeah, 2 participants I could see raise their hand. One at a time, Ravi, you can unmute them.
Hello.
Participants, yeah.
Yes, Sandeep.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the session. It was very great. And I have to ask you, as I have completed my BSc, okay, and I'm kind of interested in this. So what are the courses that I can enroll in for getting into the field of this cybercrime expert?
See this, Mr. Sandeep, I would like to draw attention of every student, those who had completed the BSc IT especially. We are having the different fields. Like first is a forensic field in which there is a digital criminal investigation can be done. Second, we can have a fraud examiner professional where the financial frauds can be identified. Thirdly, we can have the developer of a software also where we can be into the part of a processing and developing those softwares which can help the government and others to get it tackled to this kind of issues. Now it's purely depend upon your way of interest, Sandeep, that in which session you want to move. Like suppose if you want to go for a forensics studies, then there is a special thing I would like to share. One is a government of India, which has already denied the, first of all, okay, they will not provide the course, but now they had started providing the course on this cyber security, point number one. And number two, you can visit to the few colleges, like they are the colleges from Pune, which is governmentally authorized to make sure that this kind of forensic studies they are doing over there, or they are providing the courses over there by paying some fees. So that would be the best idea I would like to suggest you over here.
Okay, sir. So, so there is only available that University of Pune. I can apply
University
only.
of Pune, no. In Pune, there is a good number of institutes are available. One of them, it's a like Asian School of Cyber Law, from which I had already completed my diploma in cyber law, and I am right now pursuing with a fintech course from there, which is a current market's highly demanded, desired knowledge. So you can go with them. I would always suggest to all my dear students, whenever you start with a forensic, try to understand forensic cost tremendously high. So first join their basic course, take your 6 months time, learn those basic things. If you are happy with those things, then only. See this, because every bright color attracts us. It doesn't mean that every bright color is lucky for us. I mean to say very clearly over here, that whenever you are looking towards this kind of forensic courses, first refer those courses, go for the in-depth of it, refer the 2 to 3 different participants over there, those who had already taken the course, discuss with the management a lot, and then you should take a choice of a proper course over there.
Okay, sir. And so, which companies hires? What are
So
the
this,
companies that can
I
hire us?
would like to tell you one thing very clearly, that good number of companies nowadays demand the cyber experts. Obviously, everyone loves not only sandwich, everyone loves sandwich with cheese. Means with your basic degree, if you are having any additional qualification, you will be always given with the extreme priority in every cases. Like I had worked with the India's 11th ranking chartered accountant group, DMM Agarwal group of companies, Das Malik Mehra Agarwal Associates, for at most 2 years. Also, I had worked with a few institutions where I had worked on their cyber security systems to be set up and to make that system very strong. So like this, every company needs a cyber experts from any field with any knowledge, highly acceptable and highly aptly demandable in the market, beta.
Okay, sir. So I have
Yeah.
completed my BSc, but not in IT. So will it be feasible for
Yes,
me
yes,
to go
yes,
in
yes,
that field?
yes, yes. It requires a minimum coding language and a little bit knowledge of the other sessions like softwares and the others. You can still be the king in that session also. That's not a problem at all.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Because I'm from the purely commerce background. I had completed my graduation from MVJ, LUJ college only with 80% first rank in college. Then I went for the MCOM. I had completed MCOM in both, in management and accountancy both. So it was not difficult for me also, as from the commerce background. It's all about your thought process, which I always says that your thoughts makes you what you are today. So just concentrate on your thoughts perfectly and you will become what you want to become tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Snehal Patil.
Good afternoon.
The next question.
Yeah. Yes, Nehal, please ask your question.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for such a beautiful session. And I must say, this was the eye-opener session for the students, especially. And even we as a teachers came to know many things from this session. My question to you is that many of the time it happens that when downloading any applications into mobile phone, it usually asks to, is asked for the access of some things, as in maybe contacts, maybe gallery or something like that. When
Correct.
we click on deny, the application will stop there only. downloading will stop there only, but we want it in our mobile phone. So how to deal with this?
So ma'am, I would like to draw your attention over here very clearly. This was the scenario before 2018, because before 2018, there was a no war between the USA and UK. So at that time, US and UK government was like, they were allowing the completely access at that time. Both countries are allowing the application access to each other at a time. But after the war declaration for cyberspace between the US and UK, because when UK comes to know that the USA had interfered in their election, so now onwards they had made it separately clearly these things. Like now if you download the application, they will ask you individually, like would you like to allow the contact access? Would you like to give the gallery access? Would you like to give this access? But my simple question over here is very simple. Suppose if you are downloading the camera application, then obviously that camera application needed gallery access. If you deny the gallery access, then it won't work. That is very clear thing. So those applications in which something which is a primary source of information to that application is required to be given with access. Others access can be easily denied over there, ma'am.
Okay, but sometimes it happens that yes, we feel that it is not related to the application, means it is not necessary, mandatory to give the access. But if we click deny, as you said, so that application downloading will stop there only.
So ma'am, that application might be want the certain access which you don't want to give, but they want to take it from you under any condition, so that they are denying. Means they might be giving some personal attack on your information. So you can simply discontinue with that app and you can find it out the other app, because there are the n number of similar apps are available by the many peoples on the Play Store and the App Store. So we can go for it, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Mera.
Yes, ma'am. Any other question? From Samir Patel. Yes, Samir.
Yeah, next question. Next question, please.
Samir Patel.
Is there a question, Sabha?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there's a question. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good
Thank you,
afternoon.
sir, for such an informative session. Sir, there's a question from a student. She asked that one of her friend used UPI for money transfer. She got into a case of fraud and she was corrupted by 80,000 rupees. When this problem was taken to the police, they said UPI frauds are not dealt in police station. No actions were taken. So she's asking that is that a fraud or not a cybercrime?
Yeah, I would like to draw the attention of everyone over here. Just one last slide which I would like to share. Just a minute for a while. I'm sorry.
रुको.
Just a minute. Huh? Yes, on screen you can see that there is a very simple https cybercrime.gov.in is the website which is given over there. You can just simply click on that website and you can visit to the page which is purely created by the government of India only, people. Okay, you can visit to the cybercrime and you can see that it is very easy for all of us. I'll share that screen also, just a minute, taking your 1 minute extra over here. So this is a national cybercrime reporting portal is there. Okay, on this portal you can visit at any point of time. You can file your complaint over here, and those who are asking for the opportunity in future, so you can become the cyber volunteers also over here, and you can provide your services to government of India. Now coming back to the question, people, which is very important one for me to discuss over here, is that yes, sir, UPI based fraud doesn't comes under the police station. That is very true. It doesn't comes under the police station. In fact, none of the cybercrime comes under the police station. That comes under the cybercrime department only. So you have to visit to the cybercrime department where you have to file the complaint, point number 1. Number two, here we will first see who was the culprit, because if you had shared your user ID password with somebody, you had shared your PIN with somebody, you had, as I likely said earlier also, that screen mirroring is already done, you had downloaded that application in which your identity was already taken by them, then definitely police department can't help it out, because then it will be purely in the court of law treated as a legalized transaction. Because suppose if I'm using, or if I had shared my PIN with, say for example, Trupti madam or Rajeshwari madam, and if they are using this thing, means it is what? It is very simple. In case of sales of goods act, we know that Nemo that could not happen. No one can give you the better title than what he himself or herself has. So if I was the owner, I made the another owner. That person is allowed to do the transaction. Example, it's very simple. Whenever the head of the family member dies, the next person in the family automatically get that rights over the property. Over there, तो we don't require any other proof. We don't say that कि ऊपर से उसको वापस बुलाओ और बोलो साइन करके मेरे नाम पे सारा प्रॉपर्टी लिखने के लिए. So in such scenario, if they were the owner of the property, they can make their children's automatically owner. At the same time, if I had shared my user ID, if I had shared my password, you know, maximum time this thing happens. Like बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को यहाँ तक भी मैं छोटा सा और इस चीज को इंफॉर्मेटिव बनाना चाहता हूँ. गिव मी 1 minute. I would like to share one more screen, and Shabaz ma'am, I would like to sort out your queries also over here. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just a minute. Once again. Yes, you all people can see on the screen right now a very simple thing which I had just shared with you people just to make it a little bit interesting of this session at the end also. Like आपके घर पे ना LG का टीवी है या रेफ्रिजरेटर है, एंड अभी आपको चाहिए कि भैया LG वाले ना आकर मुझे सर्विस दे. आपने तो ऊपर गूगल सर्च में जाकर ऑथोराइज सर्विस सेंटर लिख दिया, यहाँ पर एडवर्टीजमेंट्स आ रही है, ये कोई नहीं देखता है. सीधा ये नंबर पर फोन करेंगे और बुला लेंगे. Now believe me people, whenever you are searching over the internet also, the first thing on the Google is advertisement. Can you see over here the advertisement AD is written? Yes. Now this is the advertisements. ये सारी जगह पर क्या होता है कि आप इनको कॉल करोगे, ये अपने आप को ऑथोराइज्ड बताएंगे, then they will give this call to somebody else. वो बंदा आपके घर सर्विस के लिए आएगा, आपके घर से आपके ओरिजिनल पार्ट्स निकाल के लेके जाएगा, 5000 रुपीज भी लेके जाएगा, ये बोल के कि some parts is required to be changed and that will cost 10,000. You have to give 50% advance and 50% later on, and फिर वो आपको दिखेगा ही नहीं. So it is very important that कि हम लोग किसको कॉल कर रहे हैं, किसके साथ डेटा शेयर कर रहे हैं, कब शेयर कर रहे हैं, ये जरूरी है. They will also ask you कि सर हमारे आपके पास आने के लिए ना हमने आपके अकाउंट में 5 रुपीज क्रेडिट किया हुआ है. Now we would like to credit more amount. जैसे बहुत सारी लॉटरी विनिंग्स और वो सब होती है, तो उसमें क्या करते हैं वो लोग, they deposit simply 100 rupees in your account, and then they will say that कि we would like to give you more, but you need to enter a PIN. इसीलिए मैंने सेशन के बीच में भी 2 बार बोला कि PIN is required to make the payment, not to receive the payment. But maximum time we do one thing, that we share the Google PIN over there, GPay or something, and then subsequently people, you lose your money because you are giving your own identity to them, and that is one of the threatening thing you are doing over there. Am I very clear to all of you? So it is very important. अच्छा, इसके लिए आप एक सबसे बेस्ट चीज ये कर सकते हो कि सबसे पहले तो साइबर पोर्टल पे जाके अपनी कंप्लेंट दे दो. अगर पुलिस स्टेशन वाले कंप्लेंट नहीं लेते हैं तो यू कैन गो टू दिस साइबर पोर्टल एंड यू कैन फाइल द कंप्लेंट ओवर देयर आल्सो. पहला तो ये जाएगा साइबर क्राइम डिपार्टमेंट में, एंड साइबर क्राइम डिपार्टमेंट वाले भी थोड़े से नालायक हैं. आई वुड लाइक टू यूज दिस वर्ड ओवर हियर, आई एम सॉरी टू से दिस वर्ड, बट यस इट इज अ ट्रुथ. द रीजन इज वेरी सिंपल कि साइबर क्राइम डिपार्टमेंट वाले आपकी एफआईआर नहीं लिखेंगे, बिकॉज अगर वो एफआईआर लिखते हैं तो दे हैव टू कंपल्सरी टेक एक्शन ऑन इट. सो दे विल जस्ट टेक द नॉर्मल कंप्लेंट एनसी एंड देन दे विल लीव इट. But if you have the, you know, like good sources, always make sure that it must be done with FIR only and not with a normal complaint, so that you will get some valuable response to yourself, and also this will be reported in the government records also. Is anything else I could help it out to you?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, there's a question from YouTube.
Correct.
A student is asking, when we are downloading any game, when
Carry
we are
on.
downloading any game, they are asking to download us the APK file also. So it is
Correct.
safe to do so?
Not at all, because right now this student, the one who is asking this question, is might be the best user of ban application, which was
PUBG.
recently banned, PUBG, and he wants to download the PUBG only. I'm damn sure about it. ये बंदा PUBG वाला ही है, and he wants to say that APK file is coming. But as I just right now explained to all my dear student, that Trojan horse, which looks legitimate but comes with illegitimate purpose, that is obviously there whenever you are downloading any .apk file format. .apk is a basically application extension only, nothing else. But I would not suggest you to download any application or anything from any unknown source. Any other thing?
Sir, there's a question from Sameer Patel. He's
Correct.
asking, sir, if a hacker or someone hacks over your phone, you said that discontinue your Google account and Gmail account. So he wants to ask that discontinue the Google account permanently or for some time.
No, it is not. I'm saying log out from your account from that mobile, because that mobile's identity and that account identity is clubbed over there. So immediately when you disconnect the account, so phone identity and that Gmail account identity gets separated. Then change the password of Gmail once again, format this phone, so both identity gets separated, and then again re-log in into the same device, your problem will be sorted out. It's just like बहुत सारे पाप करके हम गंगा स्नान कर रहे हैं. Yes, sir, please.
If you format your phone, how do you get the software again?
Sir, formatting the phone refers to basic softwares gets deleted. Your operating system doesn't get deleted, sir, from your phone. So we are having that software as it is. Only the applications we need to download once again, like Gmail application and others, we need to download it again.
But
Same thing.
Basic data will be there.
Basic data will not be there, sir. Your phone will be just like clean as it was there from the company.
Okay.
That is called as formatting option. So basics app and the phone will remain operative, but obviously we need to re-download all the applications and everything, because it's obviously our mistake that we had allowed somebody to access to our phone.
So all WhatsApp and all that will go away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But your WhatsApp,
All
yeah, one more thing.
messages will go away. All messages go away, contacts go away, we format, right?
Yes. But at the same time, if we have the Google backup, that is the reason I said na, we required Google backup to be taken for everything. But one more thing I would like to draw the attention of every teachers and the student over here. Please regularly visit to your WhatsApp section. I would like to say that. Okay. And the last one option over here available, I'll just bring that option to you people. You can go to the settings. The settings is important. In settings, there is a second called as a WhatsApp web. You can go to the WhatsApp and you can check the settings. And settings, there is a second one. It's called as a WhatsApp web. Whenever you had used from your this computer WhatsApp, please make sure that you need to log out from here only. It is very important. It was the case law from the Hyderabad only, where the one professor has used the WhatsApp web from the college library. Then he left the saying very clearly that screen was off. He just closed the PC and left. But your login continues over there. Student opened it and sent some rascals messages to the other teachers and other family members to them. So I would request that first of all, WhatsApp web, it's one of the dangerous session for us. Whenever we are using with computer, it's good, but we need to make sure that we need to log it out as and when our work is done from our computers.
I'm talking about mobile phones.
Sorry, sir?
I'm talking about mobile phone. You have WhatsApp on mobile.
Yes. From there, no, sir. We can use it, this WhatsApp web, on our computer-based screen also, sir.
Okay.
Over there, one code is getting generated. When you clicked on the, this one, title bar, when you clicked and you searched for the WhatsApp web, you will get it the one WhatsApp website only. If you clicked over there on the second one scanning system will operated. And when you clicked on it, your entire WhatsApp will be operated from your computer only. Your computer will have all those messages and everything. But whenever you discontinue from your computer and you are using only from mobile, so don't forget to discontinue from your mobile to say that log out from all these sessions. So that will discontinue your access from all computers, sir.
Thank you.
Other doubt, please?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
There is a similar question on YouTube as well as Zoom. How can we find out that a phone is hacked or some data is being shared unknowingly?
Still, there is a no proper method where we can come to know that. But yes, if your personal file is generally getting changed, or you find it out the some .apk file formats or .txt file in your mobile on a regular basis, even after deleting it, then you can clearly say that it is a hacked one.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I think we are done with all the questions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I must say here, Jigar, we never had this kind of a question answer session so far for the webinars that I organized. And we wanted to schedule for 1 hour, but it extended to 2 hours. And now people are still ready to continue with it. And I mean, that shows what a fantastic information you shared with all of us. And probably I will schedule one more session of yours where you could take us in every such type of hacking which you said. You can take a longer session with more examples for us to enlighten on the cybercrime area. Okay, thank you so much. Now I wanted Tripti on the screen. Yes. Tripti is here. You could see she's our faculty from accounts department. Todi sir, she's our college accounts department teacher. And Jigar was her student Jigar was a student in a previous college. So that's why I said, come on the screen once. She introduced Jigar to me and I spoke to him for what kind of a session I need. And I think he made a beautiful tailor-made according to my request, what we wanted. Yes, Trupti, so you can say something to your student, Jigar.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello, Jigar. Very good afternoon to you. When the student achieves a great success in his life, teachers are very, very happy. So I'm really happy that I have you in front of me as a speaker. I would like to thank you for your session. Your session was fantastic, and even our ma'am has appreciated your session. Thank you so much, Jigar.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Trupti. Thank you.
Tripti, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So much. Now I pass it on to our IT head, Professor Ravi Jaiswal, to extend the vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon to this respected speaker person, Mr. Jigar Joshi, Managing Convener, Shri Babulalji Todiji, Director and IC Principal, Dr. Rajeshwari Ravi, College Advisors, Maheshwari Karyaji, and my dear students and my dear teachers. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for the today's webinar. I, Assistant Professor Ravi Jaiswal, on behalf of Ghanshyamdas Jalan College of Science, Commerce, and Arts, would like to propose a vote of thanks to our speaker, Mr. Jigar Joshi. Thank you, Jigar sir, for such an enlightening presentation on cybercrime. We have learned a lot about the various computer attacks, how to use computers, internet safely, do's and don'ts, how it works, and the importance of it from this session. We all are really grateful to learn about cybercrime from you. I also would like to show my gratitude to our directors and in-charge principal, Dr. Rajeshwari Ravi, and management committee for taking the initiative of hosting and organizing this informative webinar. Thank you to all the participants for attending this webinar. Student, please note, feedback link is being provided in the chat box only after filling the form. An e-certificate of participation will be provided to you all. I'm requesting all to please feedback link we have provided, please fill it immediately.
Thank you so much to the wonderful audience of GD Jalan College and for your patient hearing, and also to be so interactive today, asking a lot of questions. And a big thank you to Jigar. Yes, Jigar has raised his hand to say something. Yes, over to Jigar, please.
Yeah, I would like to say thanks to all professors and everyone for listening me. The whole credit goes to Trupti ma'am for all these things, because she was in continuous contact even after finishing my college life. She is still in continue. I would request to all my dear students that you can please note my email ID in case if you are facing any issues and where I could be able to help you in one or another way. I would be very happy to help all my dear students, including professors and principal ma'am too. My email ID is joshijigar numerical 4 @gmail.com. It is JOSHI SHIJIGAR, Joshi Jigar, numerical 4 @gmail.com. Would request all my dear students.
Thank you so much for sharing it. But I would say you'll be bombarded with so much question that you may have to set up your own BPO.
No, ma'am, I would really love to help to the people, especially because I come from a middle class family where I had seen many of the middle class families that gets, sometimes threatened on the cybercrime and others. So I just keep every day my schedule half an hour for all these activities where I learn and I make others to learn about it. This is something which I've done it on a social site. So I had just shared my email ID for those reasons only. And one more last request to all my dear students as they are still connected with us. So please do not share your photographs. Do not put your social life on the social sites. And would request to everyone that no doubt, whatever your parents are saying, they are saying for your great. Please respect them. Follow their advices all the time. Might be people you are knowing entire ABCD of cyber laws and cyber crime. But I think so first ABCD, what A and what B was taught by our parents only. So respect to the parents, respect to the teachers. Whenever they are giving some instructions, please follow them. Do not get so much socialized with the people. Do not share your personal life. Do not share any of your personal identity with anyone. Because it was rightly said that, as I said in the password session only, that sharing your problem is different. I need a one best friend with whom I can share my problems, but not my secrets. And as we always says that people earlier we used to say that 3 things must be kept secret. First one is your salary, second is your love, and third is your next move. Fourth one, I would like to say that keep secret your digital devices also. That's all from my end. I would really say it was a really appreciable. Even it for me, it was taking a 2-hour session. Was like I was just go on continuing. Might be some people had just enjoyed it, and some people was.
No, we did enjoy. Thank you so much. And Jigar, you were invited in our wisdom webinar series, which is going on at GD Jalan College, and it was a real wisdom which you passed on to us. So I profusely thank you on behalf of our college committee who is managing our entire activities of the college, and a special mention to Babulal Ji Todi to be here part. You saw that how actively he was involved and hearing out. Thank you so much from all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.